This is a song that my mother taught me. The boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman, boo. He's an awful man, a terrible man, a wicked man too. He often chases children and catches them like mice. His teeth, they are awful, and his breath, it is not nice.
So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Footsteps walking when I do, I hear the sound, but see nothing as I look around. I see many eyes shining, following everywhere I go. Every time I look in the dark, they're looking at me. A foul smell in the air as people walk around without a care. Shadows in the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, there is nothing there. A blur passes by, but what do I see? Only that who calls my name from the forest, the same as my father do. My hair stands up on the back of my neck. I feel sick and dizzy now, disoriented, spinning around. A large wolf on 2 feet follows me, lurking and smirking from tree to tree, whistling for me to look as the clawed hand waves. My body tries to tremble, but I'm staying brave. Something sways back and forth, I look away. I remember my mother always told me that when I hear and see this in the woods or around town, I am to sound the alarm, but let others know predator Bigfoots are hunting, and I should go and let her know. My father knows what to do as he calls to other men too. Mothers find their children and let them know to stay close. Stay in the house and pull the shades down. Hold your breath and don't make a sound. On from the teaser before the predator Bigfoots are back and hungry for more. Man and woman form lines to clear the land. The brushes beat as townspeople walk from the street to the wood line, moving slow into the woods now, making no sound as a gifting tree is found. Food and children's items with sales and flowers too. Why would someone do this to our town? Putting us all in danger. The shoes of a stranger are seen. Someone has been feeding predator Bigfoots near our family's home. Trees bowed and pulled down, sharpened spikes placed in the ground as the forest goes quiet. Not a bird, cricket or frog. The trees are still, the forest has a chill. Weapons now ready as all know the sign that predator Bigfoots are around. Now it's a trap as he slaps on a tree. A whoop over there and a breath next to me. Now whoops everywhere behind every tree. A raven's call, but that's not all. Coyote sounds, how his broken branches are heard. The babies cry, I hear a hoot, and an owl flies by a call for help. Then the sound of a scream, like a dream will come to the reality of now. they stand clear, calm in the rain as the ground is now stained. The forest now quiet as only few walk away. Now we look for the one who gifted the predators our town.
Job 22:10. Therefore, snares are all around you, and sudden terror overwhelms you. We'll pray. Father, we thank you so much that you wrote the best tracking book ever in the world, and that you warn us about all the traps and snares out there, and if people would only listen, Lord. And thank you for letting us be a part of warning people and trying to reach people that are lost. And thank you for letting us be on this path. Thank you for considering us your children, and for making us your children, and even thinking to make us at all, Lord. Thank you for the patience of our viewers, that they've waited and they still come back and view even when we get busy sometimes, and or have technical difficulties and are unable to be here. We thank you, Lord, just that some people are so patient and so loyal to the channel. Thank you so much. We don't take this platform lightly. Bless you, Lord. I hope it was a very good day for you. In Jesus' name, the name of your Son, Yeshua. Amen.
Amen. All right. Welcome back. It's been 2.5 weeks or 3 something.
Wow, we missed you all so much.
Yeah, we had to take care of some business and do some impossible things. We got as close as we could to accomplishing a championship in Choctaw stickball. We came in second place in the world, some of the best teams in the world, and we got beat 1-0. But it was a good game, and we just want to welcome everybody back. We've had tracker meetings and talked with the trackers, and made phone calls to try to catch up with everybody. We still have a few more that we have to call and catch up with, and my voice is still hoarse.
Better every day, though.
Yeah, from yelling and screaming, and my hearing's getting better from the yelling and the screaming. So we've had a very interesting couple of weeks, and we're kind of getting back on track on where we were, and I think everything's going to be okay and from here on out. I mean, we're going to have 2 things
What do you mean you think?
coming up. I'm not sure that. No, everything's going to be okay because everything else is on the weekend. We got 2 things on 2 different weekends, and they're kind of big. And also, I was asked to help coach a stickball team, a youth division, which is in Oklahoma, Mississippi. And I believe I'm the only person that's ever been asked from Oklahoma to coach a Mississippi team, and that's kind of a big deal.
It is.
You can coach teams in your area, but and I've seen people from Mississippi come and help coach the Oklahoma teams, but I've never had one that I know of from Oklahoma go to Mississippi and teach. So it is a big deal, and we're back now. So we want to welcome everybody. We want to say hi. We're going to go to the chat room, say hello to everybody because it has been a while.
If you're new to the channel, this is Jerry and I'm Ellen Williams. And we're glad you're here and glad to see all our old friends too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tracker Lorna. Oh, Sage beat Tracker Lorna. What? She said, yee yee.
Uh-oh.
You better step it up, Tracker Lorna.
Jack Lover's like, yeah, but 6
Good
o'clock?
to see you.
That's 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, and she's 2 hours even earlier in time. Good to see you both.
Yeah, and Tracker Lorna.
She says, hi, lead Tracker E and Jerry Williams.
Well, hello, Lorna. Tracker Lorna.
And Tracker Lorna's saying hi to Sage. Sage is saying hi back. That's our verse for the night. Therefore, snares are all around you, and sudden terror overwhelms you. That's from Job 22:10.
Therefore, snares are all around you, and sudden terror overwhelms you.
It's a good lead into our video tonight.
Yeah, and the situations people get themselves in. Isn't there something like saying when two people say the same thing? I forgot what it's called, but anyway. She says, Peculiar Path, which is Lead Trackers E channel. Subscribe and like to that, which is close to 1,000. Says, waving at all and running to brush my hair. You know, we have the...
plastic it down. I have so much hairspray and gel on it. It's the...
And she's letting the gray and the silver come in.
Yeah, and on here it looks like I got male pattern baldness.
It looks like...
because it's growing in dark here.
But there's hair there.
On here, it looks like I got a mohawk or something.
Kind of. But if you do subscribe to our channel on Mondays, especially, we read from the Ethiopian Bible. We've been doing that for about a month, and there's some interesting stuff there that I would tune into just to listen to the readings and the talks afterwards, because it is important information that has been left out. A lot of people don't know that information. Just like tonight, the people who we're going to be talking about or showing y'all don't have the information
Clearly do not.
that are in these books, and if they did, it will help them and it will actually save their life.
Holiness, foolishness.
I would say one's on a path that it doesn't look good.
No, honestly, no.
It doesn't look good. Tracker Lorna is got a hearty, smiley face.
Loving face.
A loving face. Fern, look at
Fern
that.
says hello, hello.
She said, this is Fern.
Good to see you, Fern.
Tracker Lorna saying hello to Fern.
And she's quickly eating her bean soup.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
And she says it's been too long. We agree.
it has been. Look, Kelly, Tracker
Hey,
Kelly.
Kelly.
All
Good
right.
to see you. Break time. Kelly's always working.
Tracker Lorna saying hello to Kelly, and we can't wait for the trackers to meet Kelly also.
Yeah, she's coming in for our tracker conference this year.
That's a big thing also. There's a lot of good trackers coming in the area, in one area at one time, and all we're going to do is enjoy each other's company and play horseshoes. No, I think last time we climbed to the top of the mountain, 2 mountains. We was on
Tracker
top of the
Lorna
world.
has a fear of heights, a sensible fear of heights, and she went to the top of the
She
mountain.
went to the top of the mountain. We had to drop to help each other over this big
Chasm.
chasm. We had to help each other over that, and it was enough
She
to.
did it. We were so proud of her.
I think everybody
So
has.
proud of you, Lorna.
I think everybody has second thoughts about crossing that.
Oh, none of us like doing them. We have a sensible fear of heights too, as far as
Yeah.
like
falling.
We're not going to be dangling on the edge taking a selfie.
No, take a picture on the way down.
Yeah.
But it was when you seen where we were at and everything, and as high as we were, and the team helping the team. You know, we all formed. You know, like one would help up, one would be up pulling. It was safe the way we did it, and it was teamwork.
Yeah.
And that's what our tracker meetings are about, because we get time to track together, do certain things,
Hands-on training.
hands-on training, mapping,
Eating.
eating, 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 and eating, and eating, and eating.
Not this year.
and
This
eating.
year.
This year we've got an instructor for is it 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock wake
Fitness
up?
instructor.
Fitness
She's in here
instructor.
too, I see.
So as our fitness instructor, I think we'll have everyone up at 6 a.m. doing calisthenics, PT, road work, lots of. No, I don't know what
We don't know. We don't know.
what they're gonna do.
We got some ideas, but
Uh,
so everybody's alert and awake in the mornings.
yeah. Let's see. Chucky Kelly is saying.
Hi, Lee, Tracker, E, and Jerry.
Oh, okay. There we go.
There's Night Star.
There's
She
the
says, "Hi,
instructor.
all."
There's the instructor, fitness instructor.
We put her in charge because she's super perky in the mornings and in great condition.
Yeah. And she'll get everybody up, and me and War Chief are like, "What time is it?" And Lorda and Ella are just going to sleep at 6 in the morning. They're like, "Would y'all go to sleep? We try
No,
to."
no. Tracker Lorna goes to sleep at 5 in the morning and wakes up fresh as a daisy at 6.
Yeah, at 6. Everybody else is dragging. Let's. All right.
There's JR.
Hey,
The
Jr.
word Smith says, howdy, all.
That is a very intelligent man. Tracker Lorna is saying hello to JR, and Night Stars is saying amen.
Night Stars is saying hi to Tracker Lorna and hi to JR. Tracker Lorna is saying amen. Sage Cooley says, I've missed you wonderful, wholesome people. We missed you too.
Yeah, we sure
I'm
have.
sure glad you're here.
Sage.
There's Todd.
There's
Todd's been out
Todd.
walking dogs. He says, hi, Jerry and Ella. It's always so good to listen to you, and thank you for those videos. Blessings to you and all the trackers. Thank you, Todd.
And we still need to do your thing, but we had to go out of town, and we had to focus on that. And we didn't have our stuff with us.
We'll get to it, Todd.
We'll get
For
to it.
the minerals? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. We will.
Tracker Lorna is saying hello to Todd.
And Todd, don't hesitate to send a reminder either.
Yeah.
Just a question mark, and I'll go,
Oh.
yeah.
And actually, I think we still have the section of the tracker training where we do the mineral charts and all that. So
Yeah.
we'll send that
Somebody
to you
else needs
too.
send that to also.
So because it shows, because we spend like an hour or two explaining how to use it, what your minerals are, and we'll also send you the healing booklet, and we'll get on to that.
Todd says, hi, Lorna, and he says, hi, War Chief.
The War Chief in
We
here,
hadn't seen War Chief's name in here yet, but maybe y'all can see it, and we're not.
but he may
We
be.
didn't skip you, did we, War Chief?
I hope not. I know that he was
Very tired.
kind of very tired last night.
He's been on the road.
Okay, so we've got that done. So let's talk about who we're going to talk about. Do I
So
have to-
tonight we're going back, of course, never fails us, Flash of Beauty. And this is came out
Another beauty.
7 days ago. Her name is Kathryn. When I first saw her and listened to her speak, I told Jerry we're not gonna make fun of her. But then as it went on, I said, well, okay.
Okay.
Or no, I said we're not gonna mock her. And then as it went on, I was like, we're maybe gonna have to.
I was like, look at
Because
this.
what is she doing? What is she doing? At first, I felt so sorry for her because you can hear the fear from the beginning to the end of this interview.
To the very
and
end.
just like all the rest, from flash of beauty. I don't think there's been any exceptions. They end up second guessing themselves or justifying, or what did you say?
I wonder if
How do you put
just because they're on their show that they feel
have
obligated,
a certain spin?
obligated to
Well,
say
it is
something.
flash
like
of beauty.
that. And these things will
A flash of
terrify you.
Evil.
They will take you. They will eat you. They will,
Well, they were just playing. They just horse playing.
when they took me up the mountain and beat me with until somebody found me and saved me, they were just playing.
So the name of this episode, and we do our fair use thing. Fair use. This is for educational purposes. This is for training people for criticism. We got a lot of criticism on this one. There we go.
And I also got that in the top
Oh yeah, I see that.
corner up there.
We have our makeshift cowbell.
Tomorrow we will have a real
Real
cowbell,
cowbell. The
a real
local
BS
variety
bell.
store. Every time we go in there and they ask, it's a real good place to just go get little tools and things you can't find anywhere else in town. And Jerry always says, "You got any cowbells?" And they always say no. Well, just recently, yesterday, the owner put up is it the owner?
I think
A Facebook thing saying cowbells again.
we got cowbells every Thursday.
So, depending on the price, we might get two, but
Yeah, it's a cheap
for
place.
sure we'll get one. Yeah, they're very reasonable.
And I even stated I'm looking for a low cost cowbell
Yeah,
for a project, not for
'cause
bull
really,
riding.
we're just using Jose and Thomas cow.
I said for bull riding. Where we're from, there's bull riding goes on right here.
We have creatine tonight to drink. It's been so ridiculously hot. And we're both kind of crampy and dehydrated. So, can everybody hear us just fine?
Yeah, we want to
Before we
check
get
to
started?
make sure. And there was this person. It's when you listen to stories and things like that, you feel for the people, but when they start giving information and their opinion that's going to get other people hurt,
That's when we get irritated.
yeah, that's when we get irritated, because you can tell your story and what happened, and that's fine. But when you start telling people go give them lollipops and try to hang out with them, and sleep with barbecue sauce on yourself in a hammock, that
Mustache.
and it's just irritating that these people are shaking while they're saying
Bacon under your
things.
pillow.
Yeah, wrap yourself up in bacon and go out there. It's just you can't really feel for them any longer because
No, we got about 20 minutes in before we stop feeling sorry.
yeah, now I'm going, what? This person's going to get people hurt.
Yeah. And what happened is she got bad advice from someone who knows a whole lot and's had some amazing experiences. But you'll see.
Whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of bad advice, a whole lot of disinformation, and everything that is opposite of our books and opposite of what the Bible tells us about these creatures.
These. You see that?
This
That's
is
a
a
whole.
painting from the Legend of Time story.
And it's
It's their origin.
the people who this young person got advice from doesn't know what these things are, doesn't know their origin, doesn't know their DNA, doesn't know what they'll do, just giving her guesses and things.
But part of her knows. You can tell part of her knows.
her spirit knows.
Her mind is second guessing what her body knows.
Yeah, her mind is saying, let's go get out of here, and her body is saying, well, her body also says, agrees with the spirit in a way when it says, don't move. But these people, if they get information from, this book right here.
Lorna says, yes, she can hear us.
Okay, good. This book right here, The Spirit to Bigfoot, Spiritual Warrior's Path, has been called a lifesaver, has been called a manual. We've also had it translated into Spanish for our Spanish speaking friends. Pa grande the Predator y el Sendero del Guerrero Espiritual.
And look, that book's not, our books are not, this is the book before I got myself into trouble taking bad advice from people because there weren't anybody around, like, until I found Jerry that was correct, honestly, about what these things are doing in of all the Bigfoot channels or Bigfoot groups you could find on Facebook or anything at the time. This is the book that we wrote, is the one that I wish we would have had, not wish, but that we needed, that I needed at the time. We're not just trying to sell our book. We've given away more books than we've sold. That's the truth. But of the ones that buy them, because they're not entertainment, they're heavy books.
They're the truth.
What you need. And we talk about things, specific things of what to look for, what to avoid, what the signs are, not just, okay, here's a story and this and this and this happened. Those are fine. Those drive home the point of what our book is trying to warn you about. But most of these situations can be avoided if you know the things that are in our books. We tell you, page after page, we tell you where to find them: shoots, growls, blinds and hides, creeks, dropping pops, land spikes, spears and other weapons, road traps, bridges, embankment and ravines, holes, tunnels, crevices and caves. These are all chapters. Predator Bigfoot path, game trails, tree breaks, exits, rooms in walls, bags, tree line skirting, twist, the spiritual warrior's path, physical protection. We go into mind protection. We go into spiritual protection. We talk about your property. We talk about when you're in the vehicle. We talk about when you're that lone car on the road. We talk about in the woods and isolated areas, your campgrounds. We talk about what to look for near bodies of water, seasonal considerations. The power of prayer, the full armor of God, mind protection technique, indicators of threshold breaks. And we're actually working on another book too that will go even more into that. And that's just some of them. I've got 3 more pages here of nothing but chapters in the table of contents. Their appearance, preferred habitat, biology, diet, tool and weapon use, social structure, types, thunder and lightning, water spirits, dew, education and outreach efforts, the Choctaw legend of time, introduction to the predator. It goes on and on and on. And so the point is, we're very specific, like a textbook that, for real. People got these so highlighted and dog-eared.
Yeah, if you get one of these, you'll understand, because you'll be highlighting, underlining,
going back to it again and again,
using as a reference.
And we can't really, get a hold of this lady. We don't know how to get a hold of her, and you can't put links in YouTube channels. And most of the people like this that run this show, I mean, they make their money off of people saying Bigfoots are a flash of beauty. They wouldn't exist if they didn't consider them superior in some kind of way, and also feel loving towards them, because so they're not going to promote our books, even if they had them. There's
Well, actually,
don't promote our books. The very few, just a couple.
And the people who are in charge of that channel has given some of this same bad advice to people who those people had to move.
Yeah.
Because these things were coming up to their homes.
And that's another flash of beauty episodes. It works great for us, giving us videos to review, but we wouldn't mind if they did. We would love it if they started telling people different, or maybe they edit those stories out, or who knows. But this is their video, so
it's just
we're going to react to it.
That these people will purposely give you the wrong information, and if you're in the Bigfoot community or the cryptid community, you've got to know about this channel by now.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't read those books, it doesn't make sense for you to be giving opinions if you haven't read those books, because these books will tell you the truth. And if you're not wanting to find the truth, you really shouldn't I mean, you can have a cryptid channel and just share stories, but when you start giving opinions or having people give their opinion on something they have no idea what they're talking about, that's going to get another person in danger.
There's a local museum around here. They're fixing to have another. Their Bigfoot. The person's a gifter. Person thinks they're her guardians. And now it has other people in there. The main thing that keeps them running is this love for Bigfoot, and it's insanity.
And you know, the people who don't know the truth or are hiding the truth, they don't really care for us.
Not at all.
Because we'll tell them
It's
the truth.
okay.
We'll tell whoever they're trying to sell their fantasy stories to, we'll tell them the truth. And
And a lot of people make money from taking people out into the danger areas and things like that. When we've gone, we're not taking people into the areas so that they can get hurt. We're going to say either yes or no. Yes, they're on your land. This is what you look out for. We're not just going looking for Bigfoot. We did the things we needed to do to write our books. We know where they are in the area, and you can go just about in any kind of tree-lined water source area. And even in the urban areas now, they're so close. They're up in the towns, local parks and things like that. That you don't have to go searching hard. And so the people that make money off of taking you out to show you where Bigfoot, or show you how to bait it and gift it and be friends with it and mind speak with it, they do not have your best interests at heart. They will get you into trouble, and that's what this whole episode is about. We're already ranting. We hadn't turned it on.
No. I was gonna say, just today we was at a place where talking with some people, and they were giving food to people and stuff, and I was talking to two of the guys out there, and they asked me what I do and everything, and I said, well, we're trackers, and we wrote some books and stuff. And he goes, you're a tracker. He goes, you see up there in that tree? I said, yeah. And he goes, you see, that's what is that? Because that's not normal, and that's not an eagle's nest, but it looks like a nest. I said, well, Bigfoots make those to view the area while you're dumping food out here, and so they can watch this whole area. And he said, well, have you seen a Bigfoot? Yeah, I've seen a Bigfoot. I got videos of Bigfoot. We've got pictures of Bigfoot. Have you seen the tracks? Yes, we've seen the tracks, and we cast it and all that.
Hair.
And we just kind of left it at that, because they kind of got that look. So I was like, well, I'm just telling you, that's a nest that a Bigfoot makes.
I know about nests, Mama.
Yep, that it can perch, so it
That's a
can
nest.
look over everything. But this guy's like, and he didn't know what it was, but he knew that was not normal.
Yeah.
And so he goes, what is that? Because I know it looks like a nest up there. So we had that conversation, and we just left it at that. I'm sure we'll see them again sometime soon. Good people. They're from my area, and a lot of them still don't understand. Even if they're from this area, they still don't, because they haven't seen it themselves. But these are also older people who don't go track. They're not out there in the forest, not there. And I also tell them we help with tracking for missing and lost people. If they become lost or they're missing from their camp areas, not just someone who maybe went to a party on the weekend, hadn't come back yet. We're talking about people who's supposed to be at home and just went out in their backyard and they're gone. Or they're at their campsite and they're supposed to be fishing and they're gone. We go look for those kind of people, or if we get calls when people are lost, we'll go help out. But and we don't get paid for that. We do that whenever we get a chance. But and we wrote this book, or these books, plural, because we said we can't spend hours and hours and hours with one person, and spend hours and hours and hours with this person, and hours and hours and hours with this person. So we need to write these books so people can have them, so they can protect themselves. They can read the book. They can protect their families, refresh, share
Read
it,
it, test
give away.
it, test it.
We've had special forces military who were listening to us one time, and we told him about roadside parks and was talking about that. And he was with a buddy, I think one of the other trackers, and he said, "Here comes a roadside park." I said, "Let's pull over and test this." I mean, they're talking about it, and they're saying 50 yards in. He said, so they pulled over. They went 50 yards in, and they started seeing everything that we talked about. And that's when they got a hold of us. They said, "We need to get that DVD that you're talking about, the information." And this was, I think, before we wrote the book. But
And he did that before. Yeah, that was when we just had the DVD, wasn't it?
yeah,
We just had the DVD, not the book. And then he went back another time, and that was when the whole setup was there, exactly like we said. And
Exactly.
a few girls were camping there in this little roadside park, and he ended up seeing a
That was
Bigfoot there.
that was a different tracker.
Oh, okay.
But a good situation too is he was able to spot that Bigfoot, and it would have been raining that evening or that night and that morning, and so he had spotted that Bigfoot that was watching these two women or two girls camping, and so he didn't disturb them, but he drove down and came back, and when he came back, that brown spot wasn't there anymore. So he got out of his vehicle, which is still a little ways from that campsite, walked over to that spot, and that spot was dry, but there was no brown Bigfoot there.
So it had been sitting there during that rain. Said it had rained most of the night.
Yeah, it'd been sitting there all
They'd
night.
been sitting there watching the camp, and until he pulled up, he may have saved their lives
Oh yeah.
by going in there and checking it out. They never even knew. He said he could, like the first part of their tent was an open screen area, and that he could see all the food out in there and everything, all the things we warned you about. So
So this book has been tested. It has saved people's lives just by knowing what to do, what to look for
go read the reviews.
before any situation happens.
So what we're saying is we're not just hawking it, like we really mean this. We're really proud of this book. We know it's a good book. We know it will help you keep other people safer and keep yourself safer, keep your family safer.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Because we're going to be talking about Kathryn.
Yeah.
This book is another book that we had put out very quickly. It's not a thick book,
It's like an excerpt from the book we're working on that's much larger.
and this is the Spanish version. This is English version is Bigfoot Gifters. The Spanish version, written by Tanya Marquez, who translated.
Or well, we wrote it,
Jose
she
and Tanya.
translated it.
Yeah, she translated. Las ofrendas de Pai Grande, the offerings to the Bigfoot. This
What you're
person,
really doing.
this person, Kathryn, she's doing everything that this book is saying don't do, and why. This book tells you why not to do it. There's things that she don't understand, and she's talking to someone who doesn't understand what happens when you gift a Bigfoot, when you gift a
The
predator.
blind leading the blind.
It is. She's getting the wrong information, and she's passing on the wrong information, and that's why you feel sorry for her at first.
Seems like a super sweet girl.
But then when you hear what she's
They all seem sweet, except maybe about 2 of them have I thought, well, I don't like this person. But the rest just seem like sweet people.
And they're getting the wrong information. And if you go to those Bigfoot conferences, you're going to get the wrong information. I can guarantee you there's nobody there's going to tell you the truth. And then there's...
Or even if they do tell you that they're dangerous, they don't tell you, okay, avoid this area, look for embankment lines, look for that, look for Bigfoot.
Yeah, they don't have that knowledge.
This and this and this and this and this, and stay out of those areas. You know, you can avoid those areas.
Wow, every conference poster that I've seen of people, it's almost the same people, and every one of them are trying to make them human or humanize these things, which is the wrong information.
Get them on a pedestal.
Trying to say communicate with them, which is the wrong information.
Trying to save them.
Trying to gift them, which is the wrong information. Trying to say they're curious, which is the wrong information. I mean, like we say, it may be your first time to see a Bigfoot, but it's that Bigfoot. You're not the first person it's seen. You're not the. And if it gets its chance,
if they get their chance,
it's never alone.
There's a lot of terrifying stuff in this video.
Yeah,
so
you'll see it.
Take us just a minute.
And also with this is the third book. It's a children's book. Big Tracker E did the illustration, the artwork, the rhymes for the children. This is how good the artwork is in the children's book.
It's a lot more detailed within the book. The cover's real simple. But...
grandmothers have bought this book to teach their children. We gave one to a guy at the bank.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps it with him always and reads through it and shares the information.
And he's a youth minister. And he said he's going to try to talk to the people within there and the parents within there and get them to, or he's studying to be a youth minister. He's going to school for that. But anyway, he's talking to the people within the church to try to get that book into more children's hands, because it also includes prayers and how to spiritually protect themselves.
Yeah. Everything
we do also is got Bible verses, and that's super important to us. That's why we open and close our meetings and our videos, our live streams with prayer. It's so important in the spiritual warfare that we're in, that we're all in.
Yeah, every day. So if you are in this community, you may find that when our names come up, they want to talk about another subject.
Or they'll outright say,
there's no such thing.
They need to be ostracized from the community.
They need to be kicked out because they tell the truth and we don't know the truth.
Well, they won't say they tell the truth, but...
So we're like the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, proof is wrong.
Yeah, they can't prove us wrong. And we've actually had one person say, which we have a saying here about bird language, hear a bird, find a bird. One person actually said, well, they're over there talking about
he's on the channel,
bird language and how birds will alert on you and they will alert on you and you just prove us right. But you're trying to belittle us or trying to mock us, but you're proving us right every time you talk about us.
Test it. That's all. We want you to be safer. We even want the idiots to be safer.
We want them.
We even want the people we don't. Well, I can't speak for Jerry, but even the people that I don't like. No, he said before that he doesn't. We don't want anybody to get eaten alive by these things.
No. We're just saying the people that we would choose not to spend time with, we would still want them to be safe.
Absolutely.
And have them teaching the right way. And if you have a channel that's in the cryptid community, teach people correctly. Don't guess. Don't give opinions. Yeah. You're just hurting them when you don't give them the correct information. And a lot of them like we have a lot of trackers that has had experiences, who's been up face to face, who's there's also one other tracker out there that we know. He's not a part of our group. He was taking people out on expeditions and getting paid for that.
A lot of, yeah.
This one night while they were out there, they got followed back. He woke up to a Bigfoot face looking at him because he slept in his vehicle. He had those other people
Yeah,
out there in
the campers
tent.
out there, but he slept in his
He's in secured vehicle.
super truck.
He woke up, that big face was right there. He
Soiled himself.
soiled himself, spun out of there and
Called
left.
his dad.
Called his daddy, and daddy said, "Come home."
Left the people he
Left
was
those
responsible
people.
for.
Out there, and there's I think
And he's tried to get people to, or at least his daddy's tried to get people not to listen to us.
and they also try to make us out to be liars, which we corrected that with the proof, and as people say, the receipts. And we say, hey, you will say this, here's the proof. And we even had a grandmother call in because they had said that we had, which we did. We sent a young man home because he fell asleep on guard duty, which was guarding the entire group. He
That was
fell
during
asleep.
a training camp. Or,
Training camp.
Yeah, for the youth.
And so the father had, not this kid's father, but that tracker's daddy said that we had taken their money and kicked him out of camp, which the grandmother called and said, actually,
That's a lie.
that's a lie. And we didn't even have the money at that time to pay the full amount. So we cut it down to half price for them. And spent all that money on getting him a tent, getting him a weapon, getting him shoes, getting him food, getting him minerals. So all that money was used up already. And we also said you can come back for the next training, but you have to go home now because you fell asleep at guard duty.
Put everyone in danger.
And put everybody in danger. And we even told him, if you fall asleep, because we all had to go out there, weapons ready. And
he was scrolling on his. I wasn't there. I just heard the story.
During the day, he was supposed to be sleeping. During your time for sleep, he was up on Facebook, staying awake, doing his stuff. And when it come time for guard duty at 3 o'clock in the morning, he was tired, and we had to come out there because there were Bigfoots coming in, and we had to stand our ground there until daylight,
protecting him.
Because
now he was sleeping.
He's asleep. I told him, I said, if you go to sleep, you go home. We're out there with weapons, waiting, running thermals, running night vision. And he goes, I'm just so tired. I said, if you go to sleep, you go home. And so finally, daylight came, and you could hear these things coming out of the trees and taking off. Because they're giving me a call back with that whistle, if y'all know that whistle. So that's their callback time. So we could hear them come out of the trees and leaving. And so I told him, I said, okay, so you can go to sleep. It's daylight. Go in there, go to sleep. And I called his grandmother right there. He went to sleep, and we need to set up some kind of arrangement to have him picked up. Because we're not going to have him finish because he's not doing what he needs to be doing. And she understood. And she said, let him know I'll be there in about a day and a half. I said, okay. He come out the next morning and said, he said, and you know how people are.
Teenagers.
They think that you're going to say, oh, it's okay. It's okay. He said, I'm sorry about this. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, they said, I really don't have to go home, dude. I won't do it again. I'll do better. I'll sleep. I said, no, I've already contacted your family. They'll be here in about a day and a half. So right now you can sleep, play on your internet, do whatever you want. But also when they were leaving, I said, but you can come back and finish your training. He went to boot camp right after that for a military thing. He excelled in military boot camp.
Took it seriously.
And he knew, because I was training him the way I was trained too, how to do the push-ups, the morning runs, the walk, the runs, the backpacking, the hiking, the exercise, how the military does it. Um, and I said, you're going to be on fire duty, and you better not fall asleep on fire duty out there when you're in the military, because there are wall-to-wall counseling that happens out there. They will give you a party at night because you're jeopardizing their lives, and you don't want to do that in the military. So we get word back after he gets sent home. Then about a month or two after that, he has to go to the military camp, and we get information back from the grandmother who's saying he's doing so good. He's he knows how to do everything, and he's getting certificates. He's getting promotions. He's getting he is doing so good in that camp.
He took that lesson to heart.
He did, and he knew, because I'm ex-military too, that we don't do certain things. We don't fall asleep on guard duty. We're protecting everybody. We take shifts. We take turns to protect everybody. But when he graduated with honors. He had, certificates of achievement. He carrying a book back home.
He's doing great.
Doing great now. That offer's still there, and I even said you can still take our online course if you want. But he's doing good, and he's on his way. He's okay. So the grandmother, whenever the other tracker's daddy was trying to say that, we.
And he wasn't one of our trackers.
No.
It's just a
he's a
tracker.
Yeah, and y'all know who he is, but they come on, and some of his people come on his channel and tell lies, and we said no. And they said, well, this video, you said this in this video. I said, no, I didn't. They said, yes, you did, too, but it's too bad that video's not still around, because it was taken down. Hold on. I actually have that clip of that video. And exactly.
I've heard the word from him since.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. But I played that clip of what they were talking about that they said I lied in. I said, well, actually, I got that clip.
This is what I said.
This is exactly what I said. And poof.
No more trouble.
Poof. They just all disappeared and hadn't heard a word from them yet. And if they do raise it again, they're lying.
We'll send them the link to our video.
Yeah.
Because we did a reaction to that on the other channel.
Even got the grandmother on that video calling in saying, and she's a good friend of ours. It's not like we don't know this person. She's a good friend of ours, and we love her so much. And
She actually just moved down here from up north.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, she moved down here. She's
Doing
close,
great.
doing great here. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get with this.
If you would
person.
hit like while you wait for us to either go sign up for the Peculiar Path with Lead Tracker Eat channel. Make sure you're sub to that one if you would please. I think it's like only 24 maybe away from 1,000. And then
Yeah, I think so.
getting there, and then also make sure your alerts are set for this one and hit like, and we're gonna go off screen for a minute and set up the key.
Well, let's catch up on the chats.
I don't think there's much else. Is Todd in the room?
Oh.
Hey Todd, there's only 2 more I think.
Oh, okay. Well, we can catch up real fast then. This is where Tracker Lauren is saying that she can hear us. Kelly is saying hello to Fern, hello to Sage, and also good to see you, Todd. Kelly is saying, I'm so excited for the conference.
We are too.
We are too. We are so excited. We can't wait to see everybody. And like last time, we talked, all day, all night by the fire. Then we was up early in the morning having breakfast together, talking about what we're going to do. Then we had the tracking. Then we had the mapping. Then we had it was training. but that's the time that we have together so that we can work as a unit and we can work together so we know if if, if or when we have to go out, we know exactly how to work together. And so we don't crossfire. We don't. Well, we're sure how to use your weapons. How to.
Careful of your words.
Oh yeah. How to be safe.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself in a safe manner while working in a unit. There's different ways. If you're by yourself, you can swing around all you want, 360. But in a unit, everybody has their own section that you're looking at. But it's going to be fun.
Todd made it in, says good to be with you all. 2, speaking about the Bigfoots, it's the ones that are little that concern me. All,
as I understand,
it's too far from me.
if they can be small, like 2 feet, or giants. Yeah, they could be smaller, and they could be. Some of them are like small. They're like all shapes and sizes, whatever size you can think of.
They don't all look the same. They don't all look like what you see everywhere. They don't all look like Patty. Sage says you don't need sleep when you're on duty and on watch. Hard lesson to learn for some. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't sleep whatsoever, and you don't, especially in the military, you don't want to wake up and a drill sergeant or a sergeant is looking at you or a captain is looking at you. When you wake up, I mean, your eyes will pop open like that. You do see that.
You feel that.
That's worse than because you know what's about to happen, and they will snatch you up quick. Okay, so we're gonna play this quick video, which is
Which one?
it's the Parents of Bigfoot, and then we're gonna turn
this
everything
song's
around.
a lesson, so listen carefully to the words. We wrote this song. When did we write it? Sitting
After the tracker conference.
last year.
Yeah, with Tracker Lorna was heading out, and we had one more night, and we just wrote it, just sitting there, just thinking about how there's no like Bigfoot songs.
Yeah. We had another song that Jerry wrote. He put my name on it, but he wrote it. Just sitting there at a car repair place, sitting in the waiting room. He's like, and put it to music. It was amazing.
Become our wedding song.
The only, I was going to say, I will give respect to Paranormal Roundtable because they do actually, even though they don't know about the different traps and things like that, they tell the stories, but they do consistently say the Bigfoots are bad, they're all bad, the cryptids are bad, stay away from them.
They are.
And then Jose and Tanya, of course, they also always say that they're predators.
Yeah.
Other than that, most of the channels are.
I think Scott Carpenter was probably another one back in the day.
And his son's still showing his videos. Yeah, very glad about him.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's another one. I think that's
Scott Carpenter followed us.
I think that's probably about all the channels. Everybody else
pretty
is
much it. Of as far as ones that we respect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hope you got your snacks. Good time to refresh your drink. So to the channel,
get some popcorn or listen to the words here. And we're gonna play this. We're gonna switch everything around, and we'll be getting ready, and then we'll start.
Footsteps walking when I do, I hear the sound, but see nothing as I look around. I see many eyes shining, following everywhere I go. Every time I look in the dark, they're looking at me. A foul smell in the air as people walk around without a care. Shadows in the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, there is nothing there. A blur passes by, but what do I see? Only that. Who calls my name from the forest, the same as my father do? My hair stands up on the back of my neck. I feel sick and dizzy now, disoriented, spinning around. A large wolf on 2 feet follows me, lurking and smirking from tree to tree, whistling for me to look as a clawed hand waves. My body tries to tremble, but I'm staying brave. Something sways back and forth, I look away. I remember my mother always told me that when I hear and see this in the woods or around town, I am to sound the alarm, but let others know predator Bigfoots are hunting, and I should go and let her know. My father knows what to do as he calls to other men too. Mothers find their children and let them know to stay close. Stay in the house and pull the shades down. Hold your breath and don't make a sound. On from the teaser before the predator Bigfoots are back and hungry for more. Man and woman form lines to clear the land. The brushes beat as townspeople walk from the street to the wood line, moving slow into the woods now, making no sound as a gifting tree is found. Food and children's items with sales and flowers too. Why would someone do this to our town? Putting us all in danger. The shoes of a stranger are seen. Someone has been feeding predator Bigfoots near our family's home. Trees bowed and pulled down, sharpened spikes placed in the ground as the forest goes quiet. Not a bird, cricket or frog. The trees are still, the forest has a chill. Weapons now ready as all know the sign that predator Bigfoots are around. Now it's a trap as he slaps on a tree. A whoop over there and a breath next to me. Now whoops everywhere behind every tree. A raven's call, but that's not all. Coyote sounds, how his broken branches are heard. A baby's cry, I hear a hoot, and an owl flies by a call for help. Then the sound of a scream, like a dream will come to the reality of now. Predator Bigfoots all around. They didn't make a sound till now. We all know, put the sight at his head to slow their charge. People run from fear as others stand clear, calm in their aim as the ground is now stained. The forest now quiet as only few walk away. Now we look for the one who gifted the predators our town.
So, Flash of Beauty, Bigfoot revealed season, I guess, and this one is about. Her name is Kathryn, Kathryn, and it says in quotes in the title, "It tried to grab my leg." We'll say again, fair use.
I am from Puyallup, born and raised. I was never a believer. You know, I never thought about it, never crossed my mind. You know, I've heard people talk and joke and so on and so forth, but, you know, always wrote it off. Well, I've spent a lot of time throughout my life outdoors camping. My family did a lot of primitive rendezvous camping, um, but I've never encountered anything. Well, fast forward into my early 20s, with my partner at the time, I went camping at Bumping Lake. And once again, not a believer, not thinking about it at the time. So if you're going to Bumping Lake, there's like a bridge that you cross to go into like the main camping area. Well, before that, there's a Forest Service road that veers off, and we went down that. And I'm not entirely sure how far, but it was pretty far down that road. And we were trying really hard to not be around anyone else. We wanted seclusion, privacy. So it was me, my partner at the time, and then 2 other friends. And my 2 other friends were very familiar with that area, and they wanted to take us. So we went camping there. Everything was great. And I had driven. So the 4 of us were in my car. So it was just one vehicle. And my vehicle was, I'm not very good at measuring distance, but it was a decent amount away. Visual from camp. But so I kept feeling like I was being watched the entire trip. And I kept having to go to my car throughout the day to grab things. And I just felt extremely uncomfortable. You know, my partner, my friends would be off doing whatever, like hiking throughout the woods and stuff.
So she's isolated. They're in an isolated area of the campground. And she's feeling something watching her. We talk about every one of those things in the book, the first book. And also how the vehicle is an ambush spot. Never forget that. Once you leave your car, just like you've been trained all your life to be careful going back to your car in a parking lot, in a busy shopping center because predators nearby, it's no difference when you're out there in a campground.
These Bigfoots know that you have to come back to your car. That's your transportation in and out. I mean, they might not say the word transportation, but they know that you use that to come in and out, and people use that. And when you isolate in the animal world, if you find a lone pup wolf out there, it's going to get eaten. If you find a lone sheep running around by itself, a lamb, it's going to get eaten. If you find a lone baby squirrel running around by itself out there, it's going to be eaten. A lone rabbit. So when you isolate, separate, all your friends are somewhere else, you're the only one out there, that's an opportunity waiting to happen. If you leave your dog outside, if you leave your child outside to play, even in the yard, that's fenced yard, by that child's self, a lot of children come up missing. If your dog is outside, running around the yard by itself, nobody's watching it, everybody's inside, and that dog will come up missing. It's an opportunity, and in the animal world, that means the parent doesn't care for that offspring. Because if you look at any offspring in the animal world, ducks stay together. Ducks are right behind the mother. Same thing with the wolves. Some things with the coyotes. Same thing with the turkeys. Same thing with the squirrels. Same thing with the rabbits. But if they are not with their parent or the one that birthed them, that one is not cared for. And they see that as an opportunity to eat.
And I would just stay back at camp, and I just felt incredibly uncomfortable. And I love the outdoors. I love the outdoors. And I usually don't feel that way. But it got to the point where I did not want...
But You can see she's still afraid.
Yeah, and she's saying, yeah, I usually don't feel that way. That means that this has happened more than once.
Right.
It's not her only time to be feeling those eyes on them.
To go to my vehicle. I just wanted to stay at camp, and it was broad daylight, beautiful weather. And
No reason to feel creeped out, except that was her body's warning sign, which is a chapter in the book.
Now, these Bigfoots were captured by Tracker K during the daytime. Kathryn. This one in the woodline was caught on film during the daytime. This one with the puppy was caught during the daytime, Kathryn. This one's at stickball fields where everybody was at, a whole bunch of people around.
And there's actually two in there. The one is face forward, kind of like a dog's muzzle.
Yeah. Over to the right of that very clear one. Was caught during the daytime. This one in front of the rock was caught during the daytime. The one with War Chief, his rendition was what he's seen during the daytime. This giant follow the black legs, his black legs and black arms, and you'll see the face at the top.
Small torso,
Small torso is bent over.
arms hanging down.
Caught during the daytime to blend in with the trees. This one was caught during the daytime, Kathryn. We had a tracker just send this one in. And at the top left corner, blow it up. This one also was caught during the daytime.
She sent that a few days ago.
Just a few days ago, it was sent in for the tracker meeting. So, Kathryn, these things hunt day and night, and you're fair game.
so that was happening. Well, fast forward a little bit. We were just there for a weekend, but it was the last night that we were there.
Everyone,
He's eating. Somebody gave us some brownies today. He's eating a brownie. Sticky brownie.
and I don't have time to eat because she makes me stop Kathryn makes me stop every 3 seconds. Okay, Kathryn. So you're camping for the weekend. These predators know, most campers, they may not know it's a weekend on a calendar, but they know around every 7 days, people show up and stay for 3 days.
2 or 3 suns.
2 or 3 suns, 2 or 3 moons. And they know you got on that second or that third night that these people are going to be packing up and leaving the next morning. So this is their opportunity, either that second or that third night. Especially on that third night, you're going to hear, if you listen to any stories, you're going to, and you can figure this out. If they're out there for 3 nights, this is when things happen, because these predators know their food is about to go. So either they're going to get their food and take this person, or they're going to take a pet, they're going to take something. But this is when they come in, because they know that this food supply is about to go.
Yeah, the first day is usually pretty smooth. While you're going to your car, they're scouting around the campground, and while you're at the campground, they're going to your car, and they can wait it either way, and getting into position, and they're just watching. They're doing recon to figure out which one gets left alone, which one looks the most vulnerable, which one's carrying weapons, which one is alert, which one has headphones on, which one's stupid,
which one's sleeping by the window, which one goes outside and smokes,
goes off by themselves to use the restroom, or,
all that. And people they have habits, they have routines, they have schedules, patterns, and they just have to watch and see which one is going to go a little further, which one sneaks out at night, which one wants to go down to the river by themselves. All they got to do is wait because people will show them their patterns.
And we
Which
were
one
sitting on
gets
a fire.
Which one gets drunk and is unaware?
Sleeps by the fire.
Which children are left on? There's just so many patterns that we do, but they also have their patterns, and that's what we're teaching them.
Things were fine. We weren't playing loud music or anything of that sort. We were just hanging out, talking. And I think it was maybe like 11 o'clock at night, if I had to guess. But we started hearing, I'll never forget it, but I don't know how to explain the noise. It was like a cross between like a toucan and a monkey. And I really hate to say monkey, but that's kind of what it sounded like.
But why does she hate to say monkey? It's just a sound that it's a sound. It's, we've heard these sounds. Sometimes it'll sound like every cage in the zoo got stirred up out there.
Yeah.
Why does she hate to say monkey? Because they're people and she don't want them to sound like monkeys.
She's lucky she didn't hear this. We're going to play this real fast.
War Chief got that recording, and that was the second recording. He didn't even catch the first one, which was even louder, and he lives in a very suburban area.
Here's another one during the day. Oh, we're safe.
I got.
That was right within an hour from here in Talahena, Oklahoma.
None of that's.
In fact, we're not safe.
Yeah, they talk about going and get a bigger gun. They said we got to make it to the cabin. And she's trying to say we weren't doing anything. We were nice. We were okay. So right now you're saying you caused no disturbance. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't encroach on property. You didn't make any threatening moves. And yet this is happening. So.
And look at her face. Look at her expression just thinking about that. And remember these expressions. Look at the anxiety.
I like this.
Remember these expressions later, towards the end, when she talks herself right out of everything and gives people advice on how to go out there.
Have lollipops and ice cream with them.
Yeah.
But that expression right there, that facial expression, it speaks volumes of how she really feels.
And this is just at a sound.
Charles and Carol.
How are y'all doing?
Good to see y'all. They said hello from Bankhead National Forest and
Moulton, Alabama.
Wow, y'all got Bigfoot out there.
Sure do.
We know that place.
Thank you for being here.
Wow, thank you for being here. Todd Calloway says that lady who sang that song has a beautiful voice.
Isn't that yeah, that is a really cool voice.
It is. Tracker Lorna says hi to Charles Carroll. And Charles Carroll says hello to Tracker, says hi, Tracker. And he says absolutely. And he says yes, yes, yes. And that was at 9:21. But yeah, we know that area, and we.
Tracker A, if you listen to any of those interviews, she's from Alabama.
From that area. I can't think of that river that's out there, but we know that area. We know you even have dog men out there, or what we call walking wolves.
Every kind of cryptid.
Every kind of cryptid. And we know that they blame it on raccoons and
every
cougars.
Hybrid.
All these attacks. But yeah, we know you got Bigfoot and things out there, creatures, predators. Here. But yeah, even the facial expression on this.
Pure anxiety, the hands clutching and twisting, and
that's your holding on to yourself. You wish somebody was holding you right now.
Self-soothing thing. Yeah.
But it wasn't just one; it was multiple. And it was getting closer and louder
because there was about that in the
very
book too. We always talk about that, that it's never just one. There's always multiple. If you see one that's letting itself be seen, it's a decoy.
That's the decoy. That's a cute one that's not going to scare you, and that one's the one that doesn't have the face of this. You know, if she's seen that thing looking at her, it would be a whole different ball game.
Yeah, this is just noises, and she's tormented. It's just sounds at this point.
Mm-hmm. If she's seen this alligator-looking face peering at her, if she's seen this thing looking at her in the dark,
Show that cute one in the purple.
well, this is one you've seen. This one, it's a big picture, but this one almost has like the
Down syndrome look almost.
Yeah.
Or,
and we've had
but
a lot of
it was
reports.
huge, big enough to be looking over the top of a garage
Yeah,
from the ground, like from the other side. It wasn't on the garage.
even this one.
Yeah.
Looking between the trees. But you know, even this one, it's got the cat face. It's been eating a lot of cats. And
Or
it's-
show the one on the porch. That's one that can get up closer to people.
yeah,
Look at
this
them big old eyes. Aren't they sweet? This is a still shot from a video, so we've got several more. And you can see the eyes moving around, and it's got a hoodie draped over the back of its head. And
urban
that's,
camouflage.
yeah, urban camouflage. So those smaller ones, the ones people call a lot of times juveniles, that's just what they put on to get up close to the house. This was caught on a doorbell ring cam, just really right around the corner. Of the village.
Yeah, but
very close to here.
less than 2 miles from here through the
Yeah.
woods. But we know we got, and this right here, this was maybe 100 yards from where we're at right now.
It's another still shot from a video.
This one was maybe about 200 yards from where we're at now.
Out of woods behind my car.
Where?
Behind her car.
Behind your car. Oh my goodness. She needs this
I'll
book.
be.
She needs the book. She just, everything we've already talked about and everything that's in this book and everything that's in the documentary, which you can find at the Bigfoot documentary,
We made that free
Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. That's on YouTube.
on this channel.
We put it out for free. We were selling it to people because it does show a Bigfoot in the tree that's actually there moving. It's not a still shot. Actually, we're going to play that one for you real fast. And this is from that documentary. It's only about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you want to see a Bigfoot in the tree?
The stench of a wet dog, rotting flesh, blood, mixed with the stink of a tarantula, or rotting snakes, or no scent. The Bigfoot being observed here is herding deer to us. Through observation of humans, the Bigfoot can separate hikers from hunters, weapons or no weapons, a hunter or a hunter of Bigfoots. Trackers observe baseline to tree line first. We use the shadows. We go tree to tree or bush to bush, blending into our environment. The shadows are very important to read. It is called shadow language. Distinguishing shadow upon shadow. If your visual or sense of smell do not pick up the predators, your body is made of feelings and sensors to protect you spiritually and physically. Your feelings and senses will tell you where the predator is located. If the predator is behind you, you will feel the hair on the back of the neck. If the predator is on the right or left, goose pimples, shivers, or wind will be on that same side. To locate the predator, turn towards the place of the first feeling. This is the first alert for warriors that war is here.
being the lead tracker for.
That's
So when
body's warning signs.
so whenever you hear this commotion going on, this is either for Bigfoots to move forward or for them to move backward away from that person or this they might have been one may have gotten too close, or they were trying to advance and cover the noise, or they're trying to get that adrenaline going in the blood.
Look at her. Look at her. You see that covered? Everything about her body language says terror.
It was getting close.
Trauma.
Every picture
Fear.
is fear.
That furrowed brow, that just. This is the point still where I was going like, oh, we can't mock her. We can't give her a hard time. So just keep all these expressions in mind.
Yeah, because she's got fear.
And louder, because there was a very thick set of woods behind my car. And anyways, it was very uncomfortable. It was getting louder, closer. It was one of those, we all kind of looked at each other, didn't understand what was going on, but we knew we needed to just go to bed. And
really? Or maybe just go and come back and get your stuff in daylight.
Yeah, it's time to move when they're moving in like that. This is the wrong thing to do. It's time to go. These things are hunting.
Tents can be replaced. Hopefully you'll be there in the morning. If not, it's a thing. But your lives are much more important.
And look around and see how much food is around with all those multiple things coming your way. And are you food? Think about that too. You are food to these things.
We all agreed as soon as first light hit, we were packing up and going.
Because their stuff was most important. They were already at the car.
They should have jumped in and said, we'll get our stuff in the morning. Although those Bigfoots will come in and tear it all up looking for food.
Yeah.
Seeing what's left and what they can.
I'd rather tear them up. Tear it up when you're not in there than when they are.
Yeah. And it's countless times you hear people praying for daylight. Because they're trapped in that tent. They don't come out they know these things are outside. So they're and the tent is a threshold, but it has to be hammered and secured. But
they can still snatch it up, but it's also, you should be in there praying.
Yeah. Should have been praying.
You got a car beeper. Like if you're already in the tent, don't run out of your tent if you hear them around. Stay in your tent. Try to stay away from the walls of the tent as far as possible. Hopefully you're smart enough to have a weapon with you. Even if you need to put the hammer back, or if you're smart, you'll have a shotgun that I gotta be careful the words I say.
Even the sound of it that you can have recorded of the
racking
the chamber of a protection tool.
Well, and I couldn't sleep. I laid in my tent and I felt like I was being watched through my tent.
You were.
What? Of course you were. You felt like, well, you know that those things were out there.
But, you felt watched all day long.
And you heard all that. Her chest is red now.
Yeah, she's starting to flush.
And so they know that these things are, she says, getting closer. So they jumped in their tent. And she goes, but I felt like I was being watched at night.
Yeah, I'm so shocked.
Of course you were. These things are all around your
in,
tent looking
advancing.
for food.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't just take your tent. And so many people are just so lucky to tell these stories. But when when they're telling these stories, this is what happened. But then they change it to, then we went and had lollipops and ice cream cones. And it was probably
twist it around in their mind somehow and deceive themselves, gaslight themselves is what's happening.
Sure do.
It was just incredibly uncomfortable. So,
Oh, hey, matter of fact, the guy that we were talking about earlier that lied about Jerry and with the kid with his grandma, he actually was laughing in that interview that Jerry still had the recording of. He was laughing about when they were camping and his dad and his dad's girlfriend got drug up the ridge in their tent. 2 people being drugged in their tent. And also watch our episode with Paul, who's a local guy that in military man with two other, I think it was Army men.
Oh yeah, full grown men.
One of them picked up with all 3 of those men in it and was dragging them. So there's so many stories about them being drugged in tents, and how many torn up, abandoned tents have been found, and or people just disappear, and people go, "Oh, they must have wandered off."
And disappeared.
Yeah.
Especially that Sam Houston forest. There's
Oh,
always
man.
torn up tents
Yeah,
of people.
definitely.
we leave, a couple days pass, and then my friends had come over to my house, those same friends, and we were talking. And they're like, "Oh yeah, you know about Sasquatch." And I was like, "No, so Sasquatch?" And then that whole experience is what sent me down the rabbit hole. Doing some researching, I have a very dear friend who she has had some crazy experiences of her own. She used to work in the woods for a long time. And so I was able to confide in her and talk with her. And if I didn't have her, I don't know where I would be. But
You'd be a whole lot smarter, and you'd be paying attention, Kathryn, to your own body's signals and
defenses.
signs and ability to tell you danger. But you talk to this stupid woman that is not a dear friend, because a dear friend doesn't lead you into danger, Kathryn.
And they'll tell you the truth and tell you these things are predators, and they will take you. They will eat you.
So this stupid friend, and she doesn't ever say her name, because we'd sure go find a video of her. And whoever you are, no thank you for
No,
leading
thank you.
this precious girl into just pure stupidity. So now after this is when she starts gifting, because I'm sure her friend in her crazy experiences has been out there gifting and communicating, and she ding 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 ding.
This is why at the beginning we kind of felt like, oh, poor girl. Then we're like, wait a minute. You are getting a lot of people. I mean, you're giving them the wrong information
Because
from
she's
this
had the
other
wrong
person.
teachers.
This other person gave her wrong information. Now she's saying she's repeating wrong information.
This would be like a scuba instructor saying, no. All you need is you'll be fine. All you need is a portion in your tank. It'll last. You'll be fine.
And put Coca-Cola in it.
The sharks, no. You go out there with good intentions. They're not going to bother you.
They love the smell of blood.
Go out there with put a little blood perfume on.
Yeah, you can pet them. They'll come right up to you.
That's a smile. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
smile.
a smile there when they're looking at you like that.
Same thing.
he helped me a lot with
Did she?
just figuring out what I was feeling and everything.
Oh yeah. Those just because it wasn't fear, it wasn't terror. We can look at your face and tell you what you were feeling. Look at her right there. Her body says, "I'm lying."
Mhm.
I'm lying to myself. She's lying to me. Her body's not even wanting her. And this is
Her body's
pursing
shutting
her
up.
lips and her body saying, "Shut up."
Shut up.
Yeah. And she's probably also taking a go. Yeah, she knows this is there's a part of her that knows that this is yes.
She said what I was feeling. I can
I'm
see
so
what you're
helpful.
feeling.
How's that lady supposed to tell you what you're feeling? What you
Yeah.
were feeling?
You know what you were feeling. You were scared out of your mind.
No.
No. You were.
That was
Calm and
excitement, not anxiety.
No, that was curiosity.
Anticipation,
That wasn't
not fear.
Yeah.
She
But
can
her-
also tell you what the Bigfoots were feeling. That was love, not
yeah. That wasn't
not
hunger. That wasn't hunger. That was curiosity. That was just playful
Sure, they
tactic.
just
No, these things were testing to see if they could take you.
Man, I wish we'd have still shot all of these expressions and put them together in a little
We
quilt.
should have. We should have. Yeah.
And then show that whenever she's saying. Show that whenever she's saying, "Go feed them."
Yeah.
Shay,
Hey, Shade.
How you doing, Shay?
Tracker Lorna saying hi to Shade. And Shade
And
saying,
Wedge is here too.
hey, Wedge. All right.
Got all of them here.
He says hello, Jerry, Lead Tracker Ian, everybody.
Good to see y'all.
Also to Lorna, Tracker Lorna. Wedge is saying hey to Shade. Tracker Lorna saying hey to Wedge. And Shade is saying
He
no
ain't gonna
talking,
talk.
Tracker
No
Lorna.
talking. Hi, he's not gonna talk. He can come in and sit down and watch.
All right. Let's see what this young lady's. And we're talking about her. She's talking to another person about what she's feeling, and this is what her feeling right now is what she was getting
Just
told
thinking about it. Yeah.
was not what she was feeling,
Yeah. She helped me understand what I was feeling.
and she takes a big gulp.
You weren't
and
confused. You weren't confused. You knew.
You knew what you were feeling.
You're confused now because she gaslit you, and now you're
Yeah,
doing
she
it to
confused
yourself.
you. Yeah, she confused
Exactly.
you. Yeah.
So fast forward a little bit from that first experience. I have a camping spot that I've been going to for well over a decade now. It is east of the Cascades.
Even
But
that
I've been going there
face,
for a
what
very
was
long-
that little expression? This is just another,
Just the thought of the place.
just the thought of it. She shakes no, she winces.
Just the thought of that place and thinking about it, her body said, "No, don't take me back there." Even imagining.
It is east of the
Stutter.
Cascades.
Yeah,
Wanting to
But
tear
I've
up,
been going there for a
gulping.
very long time. I had a very dear friend.
yeah, she gone, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did she say she had a very good?
She had a very dear friend.
Maybe after this, they'd probably say, "Hey, I ain't gonna camp with you."
It is east of the Cascades.
Wow.
Don't.
But I've been going there for a very long time. I had a
Trauma.
very dear friend show me where that is at. So it started out
Tearing up.
just going camping, not thinking too much of Sasquatch still. Because I only had that one experience at Bumping Lake, so I'm just like, okay. But I had gone with some friends who, one of them was very much into Sasquatch. I don't think he had any experiences, but
Sure. Well, he was going to tell her all about
He's
it.
gonna
He's
tell her
very
all
much
about it.
into it. He's going to tell her all the he learned from stupid channels and stupid
Well, he watched on YouTube. And
TV shows and in Facebook groups, all the Bigfoot lovers. Ready?
So he's much into it, but he's never had the experience.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
he was just very interested. And so we went out. I think it was 4th of July weekend, actually. But this area ended up being extraordinarily packed. I think that was the first time I had ever seen it so packed. And it kind of made me sad. But anyway, so we went and we kind of found this, like, one of the very last little camping spots you could get. And there was this kind of like huge tall ridge off to the side of us. And late that night, that first night, we had gone up to the bridge and kind of we had found a way to hike up to it, and we just had sat on a stump in the middle of the night. We were just hanging out kind of quietly, just seeing what we could hear. And my friend heard growling by him.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
But
isolated back in there, and this time you hear him growling.
They made their way up to a ridge,
Got themselves right in a trap, really.
sat right in it. And these Bigfoots,
That's
where do
where
you
they're
think
gonna
they're
be
sitting?
They're going to try to
Watching-
get the high points if they can.
Watching
At least
that
some of them.
campground.
Sure.
You're going up, sitting right next to them.
Yep. Yeah.
And then you hear the Bigfoot growl behind you.
They try not to make any noise.
Oh my goodness. So what do you think is going to happen, young lady?
Well, he was like, I don't know what that was. I'm not entirely sure, but I know one thing, and we need to go back to camp.
We're glad you did, and so now he's had an experience, and at least he had the sense to do that.
But even someone who's, because he's very into it, and
They think they want to see one.
yeah, if you know anything, if you, well, I guess if you've been out there listening to those other YouTube channels, you do stupid things like this. We would say, make sure you're not in a, what's those vinyl little tents, those little plastic tents. Get you something secure if you're going to go out there. Something where that is movable, that you can move. At the spur of a moment, know your way out, park towards where you can head out if you need to.
Get out. Make sure the stuff you crucially need is at hand.
Scout your area. And if possible, have thermals and night vision. Set up some kind of alarm, even if it's your car alarm. Something that you can use to make noise if these things come around. Don't be an easy target.
So we're navigating with our flashlights, trying to get down this ridge safely. We go back to camp, and we kind of hung out for a little bit longer, but then we went to bed. Well, apparently that night, that same friend had left a recorder on in his tent for, I think it went on for like 2 hours, but he was having little rocks thrown at his tent consistently for, I think he said it went on for about 45 minutes and then it stopped. But that was happening. And there was no tree above his tent or anything where something could have been falling. There's no rain or anything. But that second night, I was laying in my tent, and I remember
out of his tent.
Yeah. Because they were the furthest away.
Yeah.
They left the entire group and went deeper. And they're the ones up there on the ridge, and these things follow them down.
Yeah.
Couldn't really sleep. I felt like I was being watched again.
Imagine that.
What? Come on.
So your body won't ever let you sleep when you're out there, and you feel like you're being watched. You know, every time I feel like I'm being watched, and even if it's in a Walmart, I turn around and look where I feel like I'm being watched, and sure enough, I'm being watched. Same as in the woods. You take a picture of the area.
I don't understand some of these people.
I know.
How can you not know that these things are right there outside your tent?
Look at her little
You're in a
worried
dangerous
face.
situation. You can't sleep. Your body, your spiritual body is saying stay awake. Your
Guardian
physical
angel
body.
saying, hey.
If you ain't going to leave, at least stay awake. Know what's happening.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's War Chief.
War
Hey,
Chief
War
has
Chief.
made it
Oh,
into
this
the
one's
room.
going to aggravate you, War Chief.
Yeah, we're at the aggravating part right now. Try to learn to say
We've
hello,
already
War Chief.
ranted for half an hour before we ever got started. Maybe an hour, I don't know.
Maybe.
Glad you're here, War Chief.
So they're in their tents. They're not coming out.
Look at that little face.
She's back there. She's looking.
She is. That's what I always think. She's in that memory again.
And this was the next night, right?
All I could think was, okay, here we go. And I remember I was just laying there, and I started having tears coming out of my eyes.
What?
What?
What? Tears coming out of her eyes, and she looks confused, like
She does.
what? I
Why
don't
would I-
understand. It's because your body's saying, what are you doing?
Your body said, we can't be this stupid. Can
You're
we?
supposed to protect me.
Yeah, I'm trying to protect you. You protect me. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave.
Come on, brain, rub your little neurons together.
And then she's just laying there like, yeah.
I wonder.
And the body just starts tearing and crying,
No,
going,
she's laying. No, she's laying there thinking, yeah, but Brenda or Daphne or whoever this stupid woman was, she said that these aren't real emotions. These aren't.
And I should
this
feel.
this is not really what I feel.
Yeah.
It's just my eyes watering. Maybe
My complete fear is not
it's
what
not
I'm feeling.
fear.
I'm supposed to be feeling excitement
and excited to be here
and happy to be in the presence of
I'm blessed.
demons. Blessed to be around demons.
Yeah.
But no, your body is freaking out.
Yeah.
If your body could beat yourself up, it would beat yourself up
It
right
would
now.
slap you. Reach
It
up
would
and slap
slap
yourself
you.
right now. Your hand's right there. Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it. We would do it.
If we was there, actually we wouldn't be there with you. I'd be like,
yeah.
y'all going where? You going up on that ridge?
We got a room downtown.
Yeah, we're gonna we'll see.
Camper.
Hopefully see y'all in the morning.
Yeah.
But we're going in. You have a great time figuring out what your body already knows. You know, it's like the person inside that body doesn't listen to the body.
No. The spirit and the
It's like it's just put in there.
Disconnect or
there's a disconnect there.
And I think the disconnect started when the stupid dear friend, told her, no, you feel something different.
Yeah, you feel.
You should be honored to be with them.
With those demons about to eat you.
Yeah. And she makes sure she always says, we didn't do anything. We're, like as in, like she's so scared that they're going to do something wrong out there that will attract him. Well, it's clear you don't have to do anything.
No, you don't.
And so these things are growled and now back. They were throwing the rocks at his, and she was feeling watched. They're watching. They're seeing who's going to come out. Anybody going to come out?
But she's laying there, tearing up, crying.
Doesn't
Without
understand why my eyes are. What is this?
What is this water?
What is this? I don't understand.
What was that? Some movie?
I know. I was trying to.
My eyes are
too.
melted.
My
My eyes are
eyes
leaking.
My eyes are leaking.
What is this?
I know. I was trying to
What is
think of
that
what one that
movie?
was too. And y'all know that one. Probably, probably Night Stars. If she's still in here, we'll know that one.
What is this? What is this water? Why are my eyes leaking?
Leaking.
Why? What is this?
Again. All I could think was, okay, here we go. And I remember I was just laying there and I started having tears coming out of my eyes for some reason. But I could hear in the distance. So there's a camp, right? But then there's this ridge. Going off to the other side of us, there's a ridge going down, and then there's the river. And no one can get down there. It is
another trap.
I don't know how you could get down there. It's
Both
just
sides
so
blocked.
steep, and there's no trails. It's so
They could get down there. And they could get up that.
I've got to do
Well,
something real fast.
They could get down from the ridge.
But go ahead and.
They could, it's nothing for the predator Bigfoots to get up and down these ridges and cliffs and hills and the areas that you can't access. And that's the whole point. Yeah, look at our thumbnail.
Hold on.
This is what's happening. This is why your eyes are watering for some reason. This is the reason, right here. Kathryn, hold on. He's cropping our thumbnail. Oh, give us just a second. Have you hit like yet? The more people that hit like, the more people that they see. We hate saying that. It's just a fact. They push it out more if there's more engagement and hitting like, and all the things. You know the things to do. You know what helps channels. Okay, here we go. He's loading up.
Now we're gonna back it up just a second.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's another cliff up behind them.
Let's just. We're gonna see if we can work this the way I think it. Let me see.
I was laying in my tent, and I remember I couldn't really sleep. I felt like I was being watched again. And all I could think was, okay, here we go. And I remember I was just laying there, and I started having tears coming out of my eyes for some reason.
For some reason.
But I could hear in the distance. So there's a camp, right? But then there's this ridge. So then off to the other side of us, there's a ridge going down, and then there's the river. And no one can get down there. It is, I don't know how you could get down there. It's just so steep, and there's no trails. It's
Nothing about that
Yeah,
said trap
so-
to you.
but I kept hearing two individuals talking, but it was not in a language that I recognized or that I could explain or reenact. But I just remember tearing up, not because I was sad or anything, but just because I was
Because you were
so,
sad.
I was like in awe in a way, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
is that what your
And
friend
it's like they
told
were
you?
laughing. It's like they knew that I could
Yeah,
hear
they
them.
were laughing.
And it's like they knew how I was feeling, but they were laughing at how I was feeling, if
Which
that
was
makes
terror?
sense. I don't know. It was such a weird experience. Oh, and the last thing that happened with that trip was, so up on that ridge we were at, we had seen an orb. Now at the time, I didn't know what orbs.
She is just a lost. Look at that innocent little girl right there. She
Did-
didn't know what Bigfoots were, but she did by now when she went on this trip. She didn't know what orbs were. She just at the mercy of everybody around her and lets them tell her what she should be afraid of. And the tears weren't in awe of hearing voices of strange things that were making you feel watched and growled earlier and are throwing things at your tent or at your friend's tent. No. You're lying to yourself.
You're crying. Your body's crying because you won't go.
He's like, his body screaming, Lord, this is the way you put me
You
in.
put me in this
You
one.
put her in me?
Put her and me. She. I want to play that game real fast with this.
At first, I was happy because
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I kept hearing two individuals talking, but it was not in a language that I recognized or that I could explain or reenact. But I just remember tearing up, not because I was sad or anything, but
That
just
was
because
the
I was
reaction.
I was like in awe in a way, if that makes sense.
no,
And
it
it's like they
doesn't
were-
make sense.
And that's why this is titled.
No, it doesn't make sense. No, Kathryn, it does not make sense.
It does not make sense. It doesn't.
Your eyes weren't watering. Look at that face.
You know, the longer.
Does that look like someone in awe?
No, that looks like
Good night.
get me out of here.
This
you know-
is the face of someone who continually lies to herself.
She lies to herself. She gives the wrong information. She's lying to the public. When you're just laying there crying, Kathryn, you're not in awe. That's what the other person told you. You probably were.
Yeah, that's all that is. Kathryn told me if I'm ever blessed enough to hear them talking, that I
Freak-
should be in
It
awe.
freaked out of my
It's
mind,
an
and my body's
honor.
crying by itself. That's awe. No, Kathryn, that's fear. That's your body in so much
That's
terror.
like emotion 101, darling.
She just, I don't know if she's able to comprehend
I don't know either.
what she's even going through.
And that's perfect. The perfect victim for these kind of people.
I hate to see her in the military in the battle.
Ooh.
And she say, they're not really shooting at me. They're,
That's not
and
fear,
I'm in
I
awe.
I don't know. What is this? My legs are shaking.
Yeah.
What?
Why are my legs shaking?
That's just excitement. Oh, I've soiled myself. That's just what? Let me call my friend Deirdre, my dear friend.
And ask her why I soiled and urinated on myself.
Yeah.
And just exactly, I mean, poor chick said she better check her underwear that she may be leaking there too.
Yeah. Wedge,
Yeah.
Wedge says she wouldn't like it if people laughed at her crying, but it's okay if demons do it. So said exactly, Wedge.
Yeah, wow.
Exactly.
And these things are laughing at her. They
Yeah.
know she's in there crying. And you know, she's probably not saying it, but she's making more noise and sniffling.
She thinks, yeah.
Yeah, shaking.
Yeah.
She's trying to say that no, you're not in awe.
And if people were laughing at her crying, she wouldn't go back and gaslight herself and say they didn't really mean it like that. They were just like, they could read my terror, but they just, I was really just in awe of those people.
To me, these are idiot people who just won't tell the truth.
To themselves.
To themselves and to the public.
And then they start lying to others.
And when they lie to others, that's when we got a problem.
That's when we get irritated. Hey, B, Tracker B.
Tracker B is here. She's saying, hey, War Chief. And Tracker Lorna saying, hey, Bernice. Wedge is saying hello to B. All right. Yeah, this one's just an idiot who just won't.
Have we had a still shot yet?
She wasn't freaked out, scared, her body.
Amazing.
Laughing? It's like they knew.
Yeah, they did
Yeah, because
know.
you're wide open.
It's because I was like in awe.
No, you weren't.
If that makes sense.
In a way.
And it's like they were laughing.
If that
It's like
makes
they
sense.
knew
She
that I
says
could
that
hear
makes
them.
sense
And
because
it's like they
she knows it
knew.
doesn't. She knows it doesn't make sense.
She knows it doesn't make sense.
It's like I was in awe in a way, if that makes sense. No, you're not going to talk us into it.
No, you're not going to lie to us.
No.
Especially if we was right there with you, we'd say you're a liar.
If I've ever been in awe, there was no question that I was in
Yeah.
awe.
Yeah.
It's like one of the top, and it actually always involves God in some way.
Yeah. And like it opened up and this wonderful and wow. And
I'm never in
when you're laying
awe
there
of a terrifying thing.
you're crying, your body's eyes are leaking like crazy,
Yeah.
and you're saying, she's just lying all the way through this.
Oh, how I was feeling, but they were laughing at how I was feeling, if that makes sense.
Yes,
It was such a weird experience.
Demons do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and the
you know
last
what?
thing that happened
It was a weird experience because you completely changed it from what it was. It was a scary experience, and you have somehow twisted it around to it's supposed to be a good thing, and so that's what makes it weird because there's this conflict between what your body knows and what your brain is telling you.
Lying to yourself, lying to people.
Sorry, I just can't.
And you can't lie to us because we know that although, everyone's had that feeling ever since they were kids. There was something that
God puts that in us.
Yeah, there's something that scared you as a kid. There's something that you went through. Something. Everybody knows that feeling.
How wrong would it be for you to tell your kid, no, you weren't really scared. That was just this. That was just that. Well, that's what this person that's her dear friend tells her.
was feeling. They were laughing at how I was feeling, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was such a weird experience.
Demons do that.
Oh, and the last thing that happened with that trip was, so up on that ridge we were at, we had seen an orb. Now, at the time, I didn't know what orbs were. I had no idea what any of this was. This was still new into my whole journey. And my friend, though, did know. And he was like, oh, that looks like an orb. And I was like, what is an orb? I have no idea what this is. What are you talking about? So he had to explain it to me. But
None of these people have taught her to pray. I notice she's got a yin yang ring on. And look, can I say something real quick about that? You'll hear a lot of people talking about it's all about the balance. It's all about the balance. Well, it's not about the balance. God did not say, God says they can't be the same. He can't be where there's evil. He doesn't say we have to get in contact with our shadow selves. And that's BS. He tells us, be holy as I am holy. Be righteous. He doesn't say just blow smoke at yourself, Anyway, so get rid of the yin yang ring, close up the mind, find somebody who'll teach you how to pray or begin to pray yourself, or that's the advice you should be getting from people, where to stay out of and get new friends and
once you open your
get that
mind,
spiritual armor up.
your
Girl,
mind is open.
she
It
actually
doesn't
seems
close.
so sweet. Look, she even looks scared there.
It don't close until you rebuke, you change everything, you kick everything out.
Get rid of any
Ask God to close that
symbols
door
and
for
objects.
you.
The Holy Spirit will point out what shouldn't be there. And here's another
She's
thing:
still
God
open.
is not the author of confusion, and she is completely confused at all times.
Yeah. God will say that's a demon, that they will eat you.
And listen,
But since she opened her mind,
Yeah.
these things and energies, dark energies, demons, they're all gonna. And so she has them.
it's the blind leading the blind.
So
Fools
she
are
has
going to
she
get
has
you
demons
into trouble.
too now. So she opened it up.
Yeah,
She hadn't closed it.
yeah.
So any demon in the air is going, hey, there's an open vessel right
She's easy.
there.
Then we went back up there, and there was nobody there. There was no one there because we thought, oh, maybe it's someone with a flashlight. But it was kind of a bluish color, which you could have a blue flashlight. But I don't know, it was too big, and the way it moved, because it was kind of bouncing a little bit, but then it was straight and it would stop. Fast forward a couple more years, probably about 3 years ago now, 2022, 2023 maybe. We had gone camping. So I always try to go during the week because this place usually gets too crowded, but I like to go during the week because there's very few people. But now I'm at the point where I'm starting to bring fruit and things because I want to be respectful. I want to offer something for them letting us come and visit.
Yes. Give the ascent. Give your sacrifice to these nasty things. Yeah. So which friend told you that? Where'd you learn that?
Yeah, where'd you learn
Nugget.
that?
Who told you to be a Bigfoot gifter?
Who told you to do that?
Yeah, so now 3 years from now, even though she had such terrifying feelings, she's gone from knowing we need to get off this ridge, we need to go hide in our tent, we need to leave, this is scary, this is terrifying, and so now I'm trying to bribe them. I'm trying to listen. If they're your friends, what friend do you have that says if you're gonna cross my property, and it ain't their property anyway? God did not give the planet to these things. Your friend or someone who cares about you or has your best interest, they're not going to say, okay, you can cross through my yard, but you must
leave it there.
Even if it did belong, yeah, you must give me something so that I don't hurt you.
So I don't eat you.
Yeah, how stupid is that concept? What, and the people that you hear that do that, and there's a lot of people too with even in the Native American community, when you really get down to the root of it, they're leaving gifts not because they love them, they just don't want to make them mad. They fear them. They're trying to bribe them. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt my family. Here, stop stealing all our food and our garden and our pets, and we'll leave a slop bucket over here for you. We'll throw our scraps out there. We will leave you offerings in a bowl around our garden if you'll just please leave us enough food to eat. Oh, please. These are not your gods. They're not your landlords. They're not your friends. Kathryn,
Kathryn. So now, and that's why we wrote this book. I mean, this small chapter book. It's not very big, but it has the information that if she had this and read this, she would not be doing what her friend or who she talked to suggested that she did do this. And she's watching probably these dumb other cryptic YouTube channels are saying go try to speak to them, communicate with
Including
them.
Flash of Beauty people.
Yeah, and even them, they suggest that stuff that got a lot of people in trouble.
We're going to go back over there to our house far away, but you mind speak to them. Let us know how that goes in the movie.
Let's do this at your house.
Yeah.
Let's run some experiments at your house.
In their backyard.
And then we're going to go home. And tell us how it goes.
Let us know how it
keep
goes.
in contact.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, that
be sure we have the number to your next of kin.
They've moved and flipped them off every time they see them. They're like, I ain't talking to you anymore. You ran me out of my own home.
Yeah.
So I would always try to find a stump or a big rock or something that just kind of like speaks to me in a way where I'm like,
speaks to me like the demons tell me, yeah, leave it here. Speaks to me, more new age crap. Why aren't you listening to your own body that's speaking to you? Why don't you listen to your guardian angels that speak to you? They ain't telling you to go gift these things. Look, they're alpha predators. God provides the food.
They're eating everything out there. They don't
animals
need.
Out there.
They're eating all the animals out there.
Yeah.
They're eating everything out there.
Yeah.
They don't need your
They can
pizza.
pop the head off a bull. Yeah, they don't need your apple or your pomegranate or whatever you decide to bring them. They don't need your Reese's peanut butter cup. They don't need you getting them addicted to sugar.
Cholesterol. They don't need your offerings. Las ofrendas de Pai Grande, the offerings, the ofrendas, las ofrendas, the offerings of to the Bigfoot gifters.
You've entered into
a mating ritual. Now they see you as a potential mate.
Look, I can cook for you.
I can bring you food. I can provide for you.
I'll be submissive to you.
I'll bow down. I'll be your dupe, dunce hat wearing.
Yeah, we tried to find a dunce hat to put on the thumbnail, but I think we made our point.
I don't know. These people just irritate me after a while.
No, immediately they irritate me. What are you talking about after a while?
and you can see someone can have the nicest face,
she's
the
precious.
softest voice, the innocent look.
It still gets you killed.
Oh yeah. And what a demon does too is they'll say, "Don't be afraid of little old me. I'm innocent. I'm small.
Yeah.
I got a soft voice. And we'll lead you right into a trap."
That pretty little girl at the bar can give you a deadly disease.
Yeah.
Duh.
Or lead you out and get robbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And this one right here is teaching people the wrong thing. She's teaching them how to gift right now.
Well, I can't say she's fully in now, but as far as her body still doesn't agree. Her body still knows this is all stupidity.
Yeah.
But her actions that she's making her body take are.
She's. If you're gifting, you're saying, "I am a mate ready for mating."
Yeah.
Male or female.
Yeah.
This is a good spot to leave something for them. So I think I brought some peaches. I try to bring things that, like we have a lot of apples. I try not to bring apples too much, but like peaches, things like that are harder for them to get. And I would leave
They're harder for them. If they want peaches, they know where the peach orchard is.
Rob people's trees all the time. And there's plenty of other idiots out there leaving the same kind of gifts.
Yeah, other idiots out there doing the same thing you're doing.
And then I would.
She wants to be special. Oh, you're so special. You're
special.
bringing them something they can't get normally.
I
Take
love
them
it.
some dragon fruit.
Take them some rat poison.
Just kind of like say in my head,
You'll
thank
get
you
that.
for letting me be in this space.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for letting
letting
my friends be
me
in this space. We're going to do everything we can to leave it better than how we found it.
We're going to do everything we can.
Who do
to
these
leave it
people
better
listen
than
to?
we found it.
Say the names. Who's teaching these people to be stupid?
Oh, that's her friend Loretta.
Oh my goodness. Who are they listening to? It's just
Maybe it's Barb Shoopadoo.
So,
yeah.
We ended up, so we
Stop
were
just a second.
in this.
I just want to say, look how she shook her head no again. Her body shook her head no again. But if you back up, I won't interrupt so you can hear the whole little thing about how thankful. Oh, thank you for letting us access.
Thank you, demon.
We
and
promise
predator.
we won't do anything to offend thee.
The old
You know, do you kneel down to him too? Come on. We're not
Whoever's
saying
teaching
litter,
these people,
clearly,
quit teaching.
but they're disgusting litterers. They're dragging trash off into the woods often.
They're taking trash from people's dumpsters and tearing them apart, looking for bones.
Yeah, they're not there protecting the forest. They tear up the forest. The things that they hang around a lot are all dead looking and are dead, and they're snapping trees off and bowing trees down into the ground and
making spikes and spears.
It's so sadistic in the way they kill some of the animals, by the way they'll strangle them and look in their eyes while they die. And come on,
So
and you're
whoever's
bowing
teaching
down to them.
These young people
Ought
and
to
these
be
old
slapped
people
too.
ought to be slapped.
Slap them with our book. Just no, don't really.
Just something.
Hypothetically.
Because hypothetically.
Spiritually, slap them with our book.
Spiritually. Because they're just passing on the wrong information that you've passed on to them.
And now you're doing it.
And now someone else is going to pick this up and say, hey, let's try gifting. Let's try. And these things, if they're hungrier than that apple, and you're out there in the woods.
You're like, man, we're getting sick of apples. What else you got?
You know how many missing people there are in those parks?
Yeah.
Thousands and
I don't
hundreds
think I've ever
of
said
thousands.
duh so much in one of their episodes.
She's
This
on
one
she's
takes
on
care.
that road.
Making me have to go. What do you call it when you eat? Because you're. That's a good excuse for me to go get something to eat.
Huh?
Soothe myself. I
Oh.
need to soothe my emotions with food.
With food.
It's making me. Now I want a snack.
Uh-oh.
Some peaches. I try to bring things that, like we have a lot of apples. I try not to bring apples too much, but like peaches, things like that are harder for them to get. And I would leave it, and then I would just kind of like say in my head, thank you for letting me be in this space. Thank you.
What?
I said I wasn't going to interrupt.
Y'all
But-
people, whoever's teaching these people, stop it. They're gonna get hurt. They
For letting
are.
my friends be in this space, we're going to do everything we can to leave it better than how we found it.
Quit teaching
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah,
Yeah, be clean, do all that.
of
But don't
course.
give
If
these-
you really love nature, you don't have to do it because you're afraid of Bigfoots.
In your mind, when you're talking like that, that's a communication. That's an open entryway,
Wide
open access.
open talking to them.
So quit teaching these
People to mind speak.
people to do this stuff.
So,
Big sigh.
So
we ended up, we were in this huge open, like almost football field open area, and it was just us in this area. And we bring water filters and stuff so we can like go and get our own water and filter it. We all kind of felt like we were being watched a little bit, but
Again,
yes,
kind of a little
you were.
bit. Kind of a little bit felt like we were being watched. All of us.
it's still so stupid that they won't leave.
But you left them food. I don't understand.
I don't
If that makes
understand.
sense.
We brought them food, and
If that
they're supposed to
makes
come and get
sense.
it. And
We promised we wouldn't do anything wrong.
oh my goodness, quit teaching the whoever's teaching these. Stop it! Stop teaching out there. Whatever channel they're listening to, stop it.
Wrote it off.
Wrote it off. Wrote it off.
The last night that we were there, I remember.
What'd we say?
The last night they were there,
I couldn't sleep. I felt like I was being watched my
Again.
dog. He's a bit older.
Again.
I think he was like 15 or 16 at the time.
Oh, bring a poor old dog.
He was
up
acting
there.
really weird. And
Look at her face again. He was
acting weird. He was
Poor little
probably
dog.
the
So
only
now
one,
you brought a 15-year-old dog up there.
the only intelligent one
He's
out
a-
there.
That's how he lived to be 15.
He's
And she could drag
like,
him out there, and he's like, "You wait until I'm
15 to bring me
Crippled?
out here to,
and bring me out here."
and you still won't listen to me.
Yeah.
Look, I'm looking at a Bigfoot right there. I'm looking at a couple of them. It's time to go.
I'm going. I can't believe her. She's getting worse by the year.
And the dog, and like, she won't leave. I'm looking at it.
I remember having to get up in the middle of the night. I think I had to go grab water or something. And it was just where, like, the sun had just barely started to come out. And I remember feeling really uncomfortable. I didn't want to get out of my tent. I know my dog really did not want to get out of my tent.
Imagine that.
The most intelligent one there.
Yeah.
But I knew he should probably try and go to the bathroom.
He
So I was
should
like, okay,
probably.
no, it's okay.
You know, your
He's-
dog.
You mean he should get up
You know-
and go outside with you?
Yeah.
And
Because she said, I think I needed to grab some water, and now she's trying to put it off on the dog.
the dog's going,
I
I'm
knew she
good.
probably-
I'm good.
Yeah, the dog's
Ah,
like, I can hold it a little
I can
longer.
wait till morning.
You know?
You know what's out there?
Yeah.
I've been showing you all day.
Yeah,
I know it's out there.
yeah.
really small, so I just picked him up.
Oh,
And
good babe.
Yeah.
Good
You
babe.
had to pick him up because he's like, I ain't going.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, no.
Leave me here.
Yeah, you're right.
You go by yourself.
You're right.
Zip that tent. Zip it up. No.
And two of the most dangerous times are right at dawn and dusk, when the light is changing. You know, the middle of the night's not good either. And you always have to be alert, but those are
Yeah,
some of
they're
the
coming
prime
in.
times.
So this dog don't want to go, so she has to pick the dog
Pick
up.
it up, make it
The
go.
dog, yeah, the dog's going. I
Plus,
got
it's
legs.
a tiny dog.
I've got
Even
legs.
if it peed in the tent, she could clean
Yeah,
that up.
dog's going. I got legs. I don't need no help. Put me down. Put me down.
Right, you're gonna hope
Put
you
me
probably
down.
throw it to him.
Put me down. I'm staying. Put me down.
Oh no!
She goes, come on. He's gonna put me down. I will bite you.
I don't have any teeth left.
I would if I had
You
teeth.
wait until I'm toothless.
I would have bit you. I would have bit you. I will. Don't put me down. Put me down.
Even
Put
this
me
lip
down.
is funny.
Put me down.
I took him over to let him go use the restroom.
Don't
Well,
let him.
I remember once again feeling like I'm being watched, and
Once again.
instinctually,
Once again.
so we're kind of towards the end, this end side of the football field area, and I turn to my right, and there's just one singular, very skinny tree, just one lone tree in this field. And I turn my right, and I see the tree, but I see one peeking out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all I could think was, how are you fitting behind that skinny tree?
Yeah. And we talk about
That's-
that.
That's a mind that can't comprehend what they're seeing. Because she's the only thing I think
Look
is,
at her.
how are you fit behind that tree? No, your mind is saying, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a connection with her mind.
And you look
body.
when you pass a cow pasture, and start paying attention to how many times that one tree out there that's
In
like
the
a
middle.
shade tree or something, how many times they're going to have a pull down, and a pull down is that the branch that's broken down so that the bushy part is on the ground, and that is a hiding place for these predators. It's one of the main ways that they start their ambush blinds, where they can break up their silhouette. They can just sit in there and hide while they watch their prey. And also just the peeking around behind the trees is just something that they do. And so they had to go from the wood. It's just like, from the woods to what's the closest hiding spot I can go.
Yeah.
Let me go hide behind that tree,
Yeah.
and then I'll go here. And I guarantee you, it wasn't just that one. There's more. There's all still in
This
the
is
wood
the
lines.
decoy saying, "Don't be afraid of little old me."
Or it was she busted it in the middle of trying to sneak up to the tents.
That's all my brain could think. But then also I'm like, all my friends are asleep right now. And I just felt, I didn't feel fear, but I felt just
Yes, you
so,
did.
I don't know, weird in a way.
And she'll say if that makes sense.
I don't. And then she goes again. I don't know. Weird in a way, just like it was. My eyes were watering,
Weird.
but it was kind of like awesome in a way, if that
Weird.
makes sense.
And then she'll say if that makes sense.
You know, because I knew all the experiences that I had, but then I saw one, and my brain, I was like, okay, you haven't really been sleeping this last night. Maybe you're just really tired.
Yeah, maybe here. She would be a perfect victim for a narcissist, for some abuser,
yeah,
because they could play with her mind so easy, she'd fall right into it.
And she'll
Yeah,
say
it
it was
must have
her
been
fault.
me. It's all my fault.
And that's what a lot of them will say.
You're right. I'm not upset. I have nothing to be upset about.
I was in your area. I was in your forest. I was in your.
I made you do that.
I made you do it. I should have done
I'm sorry.
Wow.
So I looked at my dog, and then I looked back up, and I'm like shaking right now.
What?
What?
I'm like shaking right now, just at this memory. This
Good.
memory of where you got that dog into. What was your dog doing? Was he shaking right now too?
Yeah. Lucky the dog was still there. She's shaking.
Last night, maybe you're just really tired. So I looked at my dog, and then I looked back up, and I'm like shaking right now. I remember looking back up, and they're still staring at me. I don't know if it was a he or she, I'm not sure, but they were just kind of peeking out at me still. And I just stared for a moment and just completely trying to make sense of it. And then finally, my dog was ready, and I went to go swoop him back up, and they were back up, and they're gone. And I'm like, how? Because that tree is just so, I don't know. I can't make sense of it.
Her mind can't make sense of it.
Yeah, and we talk about fat trees too. Get used to the trees in your yard. Clear away all the underbrush. Clear away the limbs as high as you can get, and get used to which trees, the shape of them, so you notice if one night you look out there and it looks a little fat, something's behind it. Yeah, Kelly says, ding, ding, I hear you. Bernice saying, dog saying,
Put me down.
And Kelly said, ha, 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 absolutely, Jerry. Smart dog. Yeah, for all the good it did it, because she's not listening. Poor old dog. Drug it out there. Bernice says, harder for them to get fruits. What? LOL. They take what they want to take. That's exactly right. They cleared my whole sister's. She was looking at the peach tree one night.
Yeah.
That evening, and going, yeah, they're ready. And she went to bed. And when she got up in the morning, she was going to go out there and pick them. Every peach, they were gone.
One of them were gone.
Top to bottom. That's how closely they were watching her.
Yeah.
My sister.
Yeah.
To know that, okay, it's time, she's fixing to pick those. They've been watching people forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly said, mind speak. Kelly said,
Loretta should know better.
Bernice also said, they are dangerous, Mike.
Yeah.
We're going up or down.
And she says, mind speak. Kelly says, it's so dangerous. I fell out of Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the next year, going to that same area, not too far from.
Same area.
But not too far from that
Well,
camp. But she didn't want to go exactly back to that field.
So she went across the street.
Not particular camping
Safer
spot, but I made
over
it very clear to my friends. I said, that little area, let's not go camp in that area. I feel like that.
Why? Did you tell them why?
And let's also not go to the one campground that was there at the end by the ridge, and let's also not go to that one. So you claim that you love this, but you hate it and you won't go back to any of these
Yeah.
places.
And you think going across the street is going to be any better? She said, so we're not going over there. We're going to go over here. No.
Because it's at the very end of this Forest Service road near the river that I felt because there's a mountain. And I know in my heart and soul that up at near the top of that mountain is where they reside.
Do you?
Can't prove it, but I feel it because I always stare up at there and I just know that that's where they stay. They have a good lookout of everything, and they come down, they get water. You know, I feel that's where their path is. So I'm like, we're gonna respect that area, but we can, kind of camp away from
Not
that
that
just
she's
a little
afraid
bit.
of it, just that she wants to respect it.
Wow.
Not that she's scared spitless.
Yeah, like I ain't going over there. We're gonna stay out there.
And
that's not respect, that's fear.
Yeah, for a reason.
For a reason. Yeah.
And also with the tree, she's still looking for it to be up.
Yeah.
And they can drop down like the spider crawl, just lay flat on the ground. They look like nothing but a shadow.
Yeah. And they'll lay in that shadow.
And it was right at dawn.
Yeah.
Well, that next year, quite a bit happened. I remember we had some other friends that had joined into the group and camped with us, and
bad group.
I think it was our second night into this trip. This family had come in really late to come camping, and remember that year before I was at the end. Well, we're kind of like just a little bit over from that, but then there's that road that leads into that one area we were at. Well, it forks and it starts to go up the mountain. Well, there's just a little tiny carved out spot where this family came in probably about like past midnight, and they were setting up, and we had gone to bed, but I was still awake, and my friend, her boyfriend, now husband, he was still awake apparently. I did.
Now she knows these Bigfoots are over there.
Yeah.
And she don't want to camp over there, but she's camping in. Bigfoots can walk across the street. It's there. It's all around there. If you're camping, it's going to be there.
And this was stupid of the family coming in at midnight trying to set up their camp.
Yeah.
Unless they've got an RV or something.
So we start hearing this little girl screaming in the woods.
2-year-old. Midnight.
And where were y'all?
Hiding in their tents.
It was extraordinarily terrifying, to say the least.
For y'all?
Sure about that?
For y'all?
Or was it awesome? Or was it, yeah. Yeah, that was for you guys. Imagine what the parents and that little 2-year-old were feeling.
Yeah. And y'all were shaking in your boots and probably crying again.
And you probably left food out in that area.
She probably did. She probably brought them food and drew them in. Because every time she goes out there, she says she does that.
Think of it.
So she drew them in, and this unsuspecting family with a child, a 2-year-old, came in late at night, set up camp, and now that 2-year-old is screaming in the woods somewhere.
And while these two hide.
While they hide.
Open for about 30, maybe 40 minutes. And the best way I can explain where we were at was, so we're in this little area.
For real, that's a situation where I would break the tent. I would go try to, if you know that's a family that came in and this little girl is screaming.
And there's Bigfoots and you gifted them.
And you just, or even it could, it could be another, whatever the reason is, it's clear somebody needs help.
Somebody needs help, yeah.
And you would hid like a coward in your tent.
Yeah, like a coward.
Wow. So this is the first time she admits, I think, of being terrified and hasn't said it was a feeling other than that. But it's her excuse for not going to help them. But usually she'll say she was scared, but then she'll say the next one. It was really more like a, weird.
We start hearing this little girl screaming in the woods.
Come on,
it was
coward,
extraordinarily terrifying, to say the least.
Coward?
This happened for about 30, maybe 40 minutes. And
40 minutes.
The
Can you imagine?
30, 40 minutes. Where were you?
Listening to a little kid screaming.
Knowing you gifted
you could
these
just
things.
sit there.
And there's Bigfoots out there. and you're gifting these things in that area. You're drawing them in, and now an unsuspecting family got what you tried to do is draw them in.
I can explain where we were at. It was so we're in this little area right
You
off
know
that
what?
Forest
Maybe
Service
that
road.
family didn't
Well,
beg him for permission.
On that other side of the road, there's just thick brush. And it kind of starts to be a little steep. There's like a little mini ridge there, but it's so thick, there's no trails in there at all. I don't know if you could even try and walk in there. It's so, so overgrown and everything. Let alone a little girl who I found out that next day she was 2.
When it's daylight.
You found out that next
out.
day, we crawled out of your tent in the morning.
Yeah.
During daylight.
Yeah.
While they were screaming for 40-something minutes.
40 minutes. You didn't know if that little girl was alive or dead. This is for sure where we lost respect for her.
Sure did.
And whatever she was with.
This is a place where she knows they're there. She feeds them. She gifts them to draw them out.
At the very least, they could have tried to get in, like, call 911 or go see if she lost.
Or hit their alarm or got flashlights. Anything to cause some kind of...
Oh, my God. Did she get run over? It could have been a million things. Like, did they back it? Like, why would you not? It could have been a little baby being sacrificed or abused or somebody screaming for 30 to 40 minutes. I can't even imagine that.
Mm-mm. No way.
She's 2 years old. So going back to that, I'm hearing this girl screaming. And then I hear the family saying, Sarah, just yelling for her, trying to find her. And you hear...
So you got lost...
So angry.
You got a lost child.
They're
looking for their child. They're hiding in your tent because you know what's out there.
Yep, we keep from Jesus.
Ooh. This is a
disgusting,
sorry person to let screaming going on like that 30, 40 minutes, hiding in their tent when they're the ones who know what's out there. And they've been gifting these things out there and drawing them
growl. They know, wow.
Kelly said you got, this person right here is.
Oh my goodness.
That's why when we watched this, I was like, I can't be nice to this person because look at what she's doing. She's feeding these things, drawing them in. She knows they're there. She's seen them. She's got growled at.
And still gives terrible advice at the end of this. This is actually not a very long one. She's just given us so much fuel.
Now this
My
child,
heart's racing.
This child is screaming, and their family is searching.
Even if she was just simply lost and there were no Bigfoots around there, there's other predators.
And that's when you
couldn't go help and shine some extra flashlights.
Anything.
Come on.
She knew these things were out there. That's why she was hiding in her tent.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
Yep.
Well, that baby is...
there's a phrase. I believe I'd have kept that between me and Jesus. I can't believe she told that story without shame.
I know.
Going back to that, I'm hearing this girl screaming. And then I hear the family saying, Sarah, just yelling for her, trying to find her. And you hear this little girl over here screaming. Next thing you know, like not even a couple seconds go by, she's over here. In this thick brush. I still try to make sense of it where I'm like, how can this little girl, there's just no way. There's no way.
The Bigfoots have her. That's how she's getting around so fast through that thick brush. And she's screaming because the Bigfoots have her.
And some of them also can be mimicking her because they can mimic just that fast. And they've heard little kids screaming before too.
Yeah, that's what.
And that adds to the confusion.
Yeah, distract the parents going in the wrong direction. And that's how Bigfoots, when you hear a scream in the forest, when you hear a call for help in the forest, that Bigfoot that's mimicking that had to have a subject.
That little girl A 2-year-old does not wander off in the dark at midnight.
Tromping through thick brush.
It got snatched.
It got snatched up. And this one is feeding and pulling these things in.
Kelly says, I'd go up against the PBF for any little child, no questions asked. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
You know, if ever there was a cause worth dying for, it would be that.
Yep. It was going to release it, but we was all going to go.
And all I could
This
think,
one hiding in
the
her
only
tent.
thing my brain could think of was maybe she had wandered off while they were setting up.
Okay. And so I did nothing.
And maybe, perhaps a Sasquatch, can't prove it, don't know, but perhaps a Sasquatch was nearby, noticed this little girl wandering off, and was trying to help.
No. This is the most idiotic,
stupid
conclusion that you could even come up
Maybe
with.
the Sasquatch was trying to help.
No. It was going to take that thing if these people didn't raise a ruckus.
And if there weren't so many people there around that campground.
Yeah, and she's still hiding in her tent.
But that little girl made way too much noise.
Yep, and the parents all over the place.
Yeah, so it wasn't worth the risk to them. So they ended up having to put her back.
Yeah, and this person is trying to give an excuse for the Bigfoot
For the
taking her.
Bigfoot.
For the predator that snatched this kid up.
She already said
Get
it
her
was so
back,
thick
but
and
without
overgrown,
being
nobody
noticed.
could walk through
But
there.
anytime the family got too close, it was like they were trying to navigate her back, but not be noticed, if that makes sense. That's the best.
No, it don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That does not
He said,
make sense.
That makes sense.
That does not
No,
make
it sure
sense.
doesn't.
And you're making excuses for these demons because they've gotten to your head.
And you don't want to feel guilty that you
Fed
put the
them,
food out there.
drew them in. And that's what all these people who make contact with these things in their mind and these demons, and those demons are in there, they're saying, well, some are good, some are bad. They're not all bad. Or they was trying to help. They was trying to do, no. They were snatching people up. And they're lucky that this kid was returned.
Blessed,
Blessed.
for sure.
That this kid was returned. And this one on screen is trying to make an excuse for a predator that was trying to take a child.
Yeah.
Way I can think of it, but this happened for so long. It felt for like forever. Maybe it wasn't 30 or 40 minutes. Maybe it was 20. I don't know.
Maybe
I wasn't
20.
looking at my clock.
Maybe 20. Oh, no.
Well, she wasn't looking at her clock
I
because
wasn't
she was.
looking at the clock, but I said 30 or 40 minutes ago. But now, as you say this out loud, you're going, "Wow, that actually was really crappy of us not to go help because we were listening to this go on for so long."
She was.
So maybe it was only 20. I don't know, a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
so
it was a couple.
it wasn't so
minutes.
long after she felt crappy.
She yelled once.
This. Oh.
Way I can think of it, but this happened for so long. It felt for like forever. Maybe
Felt
it
like
wasn't
forever
30 or 40
to her.
minutes. Maybe it was 20. I don't.
Can you imagine how long it felt to her parents or to the little girl?
And while she laid there in her tent, curled up under her blanket.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wasn't looking at my
with her
clock. All I
eyes
could think of,
watering in awe. Spin it. That's a how can I spin it look.
Yeah, it is.
That one wonky eye. What do the demons tell you to say? Sorry, go ahead.
We're never gonna get through this.
do I need to go out there and look?
What?
Do I need to go? Nah.
Do I need to go?
It's cool. Mind your own business.
Do I need to go out there and look too? You know, to help out with a screaming child.
Yeah. No, Dee. They'll be fine.
And first of all,
She's probably just needs a nap.
but how could you say this child is lost if you can hear the screams?
Right.
The child is screaming over there. Okay, the child is over there.
Yeah. The poor parents trying to get through to her anywhere. And here's the thing too. The overgrown brush like that, it seems impenetrable to you, but if you're dropping down like a child or in a spider crawl like they do, They can get through that stuff so easy.
And that big brush don't stop them. They'll walk right through it.
No, absolutely not.
But if you're trying to say that they couldn't find the child is screaming. They know exactly where that scream is coming from. Right over there, the child is screaming. It's not over here. Not unless they're mimicking, like,
And if y'all could have been there, if you and your cowardly boyfriend could have
cowardly couple.
like tried to flush them towards each other or surround that sound,
Yes,
then
around
you'd
that
have 4
sound.
people out there helping. You know, instead
Flash
of just
and
2.
with flashlights, that kid would know where the lights are.
Yes.
The kid would go towards the light if it could, but it couldn't. If you're
The
lost,
thing is, the parents were setting up camp, and these things thought they're distracted, we can snatch it, but then
Yeah,
they realized
that's kinda
probably
like a
right
little-
away that she was gone.
they're kind of like a dog or a puppy running around out there, like, oh, they're not watching that. Let's take it.
Yeah. For all we know, there was a magic stump right there that spoke to her and told her, "Put the peaches here."
But any child, if it's pitch dark and your
They
camp
ain't
is right
going out
there and there's lights and your
At
parents are
midnight.
calling,
Sorry.
the child knows exactly where to go. It's not lost, it's taken. And this coward is in her tent going, should I go out there and help?
Mm.
Should I go? Maybe, no.
Uh,
Well, the
what do
child
you
is
think,
screaming.
Bigfoot?
People are looking. She's making excuses for these things. As Sage Cooley says, dismissing the predator, the physical nature of these beasts is generally why much of the predation occurs. Be aware, carry some. Oh yeah.
Be aware, carry some
Be aware,
cold
carry
steel.
some cold
For
steel.
sure.
We do, yeah. No signs of intelligence here. There sure isn't.
No,
How can you?
not.
The child is not lost, and the child is screaming over there. The child knows the way back because the light's over here, and the parents are screaming and calling Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. The child is not going to be going in the opposite direction or running around to this other side.
And a
Back and
little
forth.
kid that's 2 years old, they're going to be tired at midnight.
Yeah.
They've been, they're not going to be up just wandering down a trail away from their parents.
Going hiking.
Wandering into no trail. Yeah. BS.
3 or 4 minutes, and it was 20. I don't know. I wasn't looking at my clock. All I could think was, do I need to go out there and look? But something in my gut was like, no, you need to stay in your tent.
Oh, she's going to listen to her gut this time. She's sure this one. No.
While
you need
people
to
are
stay
screaming
in your tent.
for a missing child.
Yeah, you need to stay in your tent because it might hurt you, and that matters. You're going
Yeah.
to admit it might hurt you this time.
Oh, this person just
Sickening.
makes me so upset.
Yes. Righteous
I
indignation.
don't want to say how she the word, but I'll choose upset.
I already said
Very
effers.
upset.
Then heifer.
And she goes, no, I want to make sure I'm safe. I don't care about that kid,
I meant
that
heifers.
2-year-old kid. I don't care about that family,
No, I don't. No,
is what she's saying.
you weren't sleeping anyway.
You. She said, should I go help? And then she goes, no, I should stay
My
here.
gut was telling me.
My gut was telling me there's
My gut was
something out
telling
there
It
that I
would
should-
me too.
that will take me too, like it took that kid. So I should stay here and preserve
I don't
myself.
know who could listen to a
I
baby
could,
scream
I
like
could
that.
do that. I
It's
could.
just- like that's about the age of the little girl when we got her tires done. Can
Mhm.
you imagine that? Just a little bit older than her.
Screaming.
Oh man.
Now, if this was her, if she had a child, she
What
would.
would she want?
She would want all those people out of those tents helping find this child. It's,
That's
oh
just
my
evil. I mean that right there shows there's some weak character. Just more of the weak character.
goodness. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're kind of feeling kind of sorry and sad about this person in the beginning, but the more she talked about what she did, it just irritated and just I was like, oh my goodness, Maybe. Oh, oh.
Kelly says she needs to stay in the tent because she'd get in the way. She's useless.
Yeah, she's useless. And her body's saying, "No, let's stay in the tent. Let's stay in the tent." And of course, she didn't have a. She goes, "I wasn't looking at my clock." Hey, why would you be looking at your clock? Timing it? No, you should have been up out there with a flashlight, hit your car
Felt
lights,
like hours.
start your car,
Yeah.
do something, make noise that there's other people gonna help and look at.
Absolutely.
This is a piece of crap person right here. I said, no, you're gonna go over there. You're not gonna be over here with us.
You know, just keep listening, making sure, you know, the family's still looking, things end up being okay.
Oh no. Just look at her. She knows she's
Wrong.
an a-hole.
Yeah, she is.
But
But what?
my friend, so my
Stutter
my
some
friend
more.
gets out of the tent, the friend that was awake, and he says, "Hey, are you guys awake?" And
No.
They're just screaming. Everybody's screaming out there.
She says, "Are you guys awake?" So there's somebody besides those two.
There must be another 10 or something. I think she's.
Wow.
Yeah, there is a big disconnect in this
Called
person.
making excuses for herself, making excuses for the Bigfoots.
Yeah,
And he wants to know, y'all, hey,
but also
are you
her camping buddies stayed in their tent too.
Yeah, they're all cowards.
They're all cowards.
my friend that was staying in my tent, she was asleep, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm awake. Did you hear all of that?" And he was like, "Yeah, thank."
If her friend's asleep,
They-
she's probably pretending to be
They said,
asleep.
"Did you hear that?" They said, "Yeah." For 40 something minutes, and all of
you
y'all
hear
are
that?
still in your tent.
3 people yelling, a baby and a man and a woman.
I think they're all
I think they're all over the woman. Probably
And my
pretending
friend
to
that
be
was
asleep.
staying in my tent, she was asleep, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm awake. Did you hear all of that?"
She
He was
didn't
like, "Yeah,
even care enough
thank
to wake
God
her
I'm
friend
not the
and
only
say,
one."
listen. So that
And so I got out and I was talking to him for a little bit because we were shaking. We were shaking.
you were shaking.
And
You were
So
shaking?
sorry for you.
You were shaking.
They were shaking.
You were scared.
Yeah, and actually there was 3 of them there that could have helped.
That could have helped, and y'all were shaking. But
Oh,
the child and the parents, y'all
can you
crappy
imagine
people.
what they feel like? You have empathy for the Bigfoot, but not for this family and this baby.
They're trying to say the Bigfoot was trying to help them. No, that's what snatched it. And y'all are shaking in your boots in your tent.
We're all shaking. Her gut told her,
You
no,
know
I
they're
need
there.
to stay here and just make sure that they're still looking.
You're feeding them.
What kind of jerk thing to do?
That is a jerk.
I'm going to make sure that they're still
person.
looking. And then what? If they weren't still looking, you would say, oh, well, they must have found her and go back to sleep.
They waited until everything calmed down to come out.
Yeah.
And they said, "Did you hear that?" Which means that's a past tense.
Yeah.
Cowards. Oh, goodness. This is just an irritating person.
you know, he had walked over and he was like, "Hey, you know, were you guys able to find your daughter? Is everything okay?"
Hey.
And they're like, "Yeah, she just somehow wandered off into the
Somehow.
shrubbery." And we're like, "We have no idea what was going on," or like, you know, they couldn't make sense of it either.
Because they didn't
But
know
thank
the Bigfoots
goodness,
were
you know,
out there.
she ended up being back with them. But yeah, so that was
No
to
thanks
this day
to
we
you.
still talk about it, and we're just like, we can't explain what exactly happened there. Last year,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we
we
had
can.
camped kind of along the
Can't
river,
explain why
not in
you're
that
such
area.
a
I was like,
weak
okay,
character.
let's just try a different spot again. Let's go to a different spot.
Why?
So I wanted to be closer to the river.
So
Yeah.
here now again, she's
Why
at a
would-
different spot.
Why
Look,
would you
look
go
at
to
her
a
face
different
again.
spot? Why would you go to a different spot?
Yeah, why? Every time you're going to go to a different spot, but I thought the Bigfoot there were helpful.
And your buddies
What do you mean?
who told you that you weren't feeling fear, that you were in awe,
Yeah,
which
you didn't go back to that spot.
all this advice that you're getting from these stupid people, and you're moving. You're not
Right.
going back to these places and
Right.
saying, letting people know what happened. Yeah,
And we all sit around and talk about what? You talk about what cowards you were?
yeah. Talk about how they didn't help.
And it can,
How
I
they
wouldn't
stayed.
look, and that was just sheer nosiness in the morning. How dare you come up to their tent after hearing all that and come up and say, did you find your kid?
Oh my goodness. I'd have punched him in the nose.
For real?
I'd have been like, don't you come over here.
And how dare you? We were screaming.
And you stayed in your tent. You get out of my sight right now.
For real. I would too.
And don't call me if you need something. I'll tell you.
Sage says straight cowardly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Sure is.
And I remember that first night we had gotten there, I was alone in my tent with my dog, and then my two friends, they were in the tent next to me with their dogs, and they were asleep.
Everybody brought dogs this time.
Yeah.
Everybody brought dogs this time. Because the dogs are an alert system, and they know that.
Yeah.
I was still awake, just laying there. Eventually, I kind of said in my head, because I didn't get the chance to go out that day to go sell out my stuff. I planned on doing it the next day.
She didn't get to go beg permission.
Or give the offering.
Give her, her offering, her sacrifice.
To these devils, demons.
Please don't kill us.
Predators.
To my offering for them. But
exactly.
I did lay down.
Offering. Your offering.
She didn't get a chance to do that night, so now she's going to mind speak it.
About that day to go sell out my stuff. I planned on doing it the next day. To my offering for them.
And you see, even that cover, that's this thing tapping on a glass window. After you feed them, they're coming to your home. You're their mate now. They're coming to you.
And you're putting all the people that come after you in danger.
This is the Spanish version. Las ofrendas de Pagrani, the offerings to the Bigfoot. And she just said her offering. So they're coming.
Even though you know how terrified. What were you terrified of? If they were just helping her,
Why
if
were
they were
you
just
shaking?
guiding her back, what were y'all so scared of?
But I did lay down that night before I fell asleep, and I was like, "Hello, we're here. You know, I have things."
Mind speak. Communication with a demon. And it can be any demon. Once she's saying this, any demon is allowed to come into her. Into her mind, into her body.
They run with her.
Yeah,
at this point.
she opened her vessel up and said,
This ain't the first time she said it.
yeah, this ain't the first time. That's why she's carrying demons.
For you, I'm going to place them out for you tomorrow. You know, just saying my
Don't
usual,
kill me
like,
tonight.
thank you for letting us be in your space.
Whoever's teaching these people, stop it. Quit giving them this wrong, stupid information that's going to get them all
You have
deeper
to answer
into
for it
harm.
someday.
Wow.
Fall asleep. So I have no idea what time it was, but it was
Deep
extremely
breath.
late at night. But I remember being woken up to a very violent push into my tent. And I'm sleeping on a mat on the ground. I'm not on a cot or anything like that. I'm on the ground. So it's kind of like right, just enough where I felt it against me.
It knew exactly where she was in that tent. It could smell you, it could hear you, and it knew when you went to sleep.
And it has a serpent DNA, so it can see that heat. It knew exactly where you were, and that's when it
Feel
reaches
you.
in. It knows
Talk to
exactly where to reach in. And don't reach in on the opposite side guessing. It knows exactly where you're
You're
at.
saying, hey, you the one that said hello?
You the one saying hello to me. You the
I
one
want that food now.
feeding me. You're the one that wants to be my mate.
But it was, I tried to reenact it the next day for my friends and I couldn't. But it was a very violent push. But I couldn't open my eyes.
Violent.
She couldn't, she didn't understand why her eyes were watering, but she didn't understand why her eyes won't open.
She's
Terror.
terror. A violent push, not a soft, not
Yeah.
a curious.
Yeah.
The word
Exactly.
violent.
Yeah.
She's terrified.
Exactly.
She can't even open her eyes.
I tried to reenact it the next day for my friends and I couldn't. But it was a very violent push. But I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move. I was like petrified. But not.
You were what? Petrified.
Petrified. But you know.
Not what?
Mm,
Not what? I was petrified. I couldn't move.
But you know,
I was petrified, but not scared.
But not scared. If that makes no sense.
I tried to reenact it the next day for my friends and I couldn't. But it was a very violent push. But I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move. I was like petrified, but not of my own accord. It felt like I was being kind of
controlled.
Controlled. I don't like saying controlled, but that's the best way I can explain it. I couldn't.
You don't like saying that.
You know,
but
when your body takes over.
Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah.
Imagine how that little girl felt.
The body took over and said, "Do not move, or I am not moving." You got me in this situation again.
Again, it's like a fifth time.
Yep. You knew these things were here. The body's like, my only defense is to play dead.
Like Randy's only defense was to curl it. Randy curled up like a slug. It was his only defense.
His only defense.
Yeah.
That is a defense mechanism too, just to play dead, to not move. So scared, so petrified. Like that one Marine, not our Marine, but that one Marine that got behind that log and laid there.
Yeah. And he was having memories. Suddenly memories started coming back to him. And Jerry says, "No, your life was flashing before your eyes."
And he stayed there until that thing backed off. And he talked macho, but when you listen to what he was saying,
when the justifications began.
He was petrified. And then her body is saying,
they can still see you even with your hands over your face.
Even with your hands over your eyes, they can still see you. And this thing is coming in.
It felt like I was being kind of controlled. I don't like saying controlled, but that's the best way I can explain it. I couldn't open my eyes.
She also, she doesn't want to say anything to disrespect
be negative.
Anything.
Yeah.
Controlled. I don't like saying controlled, but that's the best way I can explain it. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move. I had my leg in this very uncomfortable kind of position. I really wanted to move it because of how uncomfortable it was, but I couldn't. But I remember, so a lot of things had happened in this very split second, right? So the push happened, couldn't move, couldn't open my eyes. But I remember hearing in my head, "Don't move, don't open your eyes, you're okay."
That was her. She doesn't have a connection with reality, to the physical, to her own self, to her spiritual body. It's like they're all separate in there.
Yeah.
And they're not working together to preserve her life. Giving her the right knowledge or the right
she don't pay attention anyway.
You know, if you look at her chest right now, there's a demon on it. Like a dragon.
I see it.
Yeah, you got the two eyes here.
I see it.
The nose, the mouth, the hair, the top part. And we just said she's got demons.
For sure, no question.
Her mind is open.
She's talking to him. Hello. I brought your food. I'll get it to you tomorrow if that's okay with you.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't okay.
wasn't okay.
But oh, that's happening, and I remember.
She even split her face.
I remember having this vision at the same time of something
His vision, she's out there.
pushing in my tent and trying to grab my leg.
No, darling, that happened.
That's what happened.
It wasn't a vision. Your eyes were closed and your body was telling you exactly what was happening. You fool.
She is.
And look at her face again.
She's denying.
It's just a vision.
She's denying what happened and trying to put something else there to make it okay that the predators
Just very
are okay.
violently
Oh my
hit her
goodness.
tent.
I remember having this vision at the same
It
time of
wasn't a
something
vision.
pushing in my tent and trying to grab my leg.
Yes, it was trying to grab you.
I don't know. It was bizarre.
Weird.
And honestly, I don't usually get scared in these instances.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. You've been scared all through this whole interview.
Oh my God. She's been scared the entire time.
She was shaking through every
You were
episode.
so full of crap.
Such a liar.
Wow.
My goodness. You just can't get someone who's going to lie to you more than this person.
What the heck? Todd says they should have prayed to the Lord Jesus for protection and get their butts out there to help. They needed to show their faith in God. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
She doesn't have any of those symbols
And
of God
so,
on her.
yeah, now it's really coming after her.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it's the same one, but another of them.
Yeah.
The one she was talking to earlier.
Yeah, because when she's mind speaking, they're listening.
Yeah, you just turned your brain into a Ouija board.
And the demons are saying, this one's ready. This one's wanting to go.
This one's ripe.
This one's ripe. This one's ready for action.
But this one terrified me for some reason.
This one terrified her. Didn't she
For
just say the last time when it was even happening down the road?
It wasn't even
at
happening
somebody
to
else's
her.
camp?
And she was shaking.
She said that we were all terrified. But this one, I don't usually get scared, but this one terrified me because it literally tried to snatch me.
Snatched you this time.
Yeah, that was different. I wonder if you started screaming in your mind to other people just cowering in their sleeping bags and pretending they didn't hear you and going, oh, well, she'll be okay.
When they snatched the
She'll be okay.
2-year-old, that was okay.
Yeah.
But when it happened to her,
that's different.
That's different.
This terrified her.
This terrified. That's a different story.
Yeah.
If it happens to her, not the little girl down the road, but if it
2 years old,
touches,
they're barely knee high at that age.
And just the thought of it touching her,
yeah, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Now she's terrified.
Sure.
Piece of crap person.
So that had happened, and I had heard and felt, because I was on the ground, heavy footsteps running away. Heavy. And I also had smelled this horrible smell. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it smelled like death.
Death?
Just
what?
A horrible, horrible smell.
I'll be. They often say demons.
So there's
like
a smell, the steps,
and things that kill and waller in it smell like death. Demons smell like death. It's never a good thing.
If it smells like death, it's not a good thing.
And I had heard and felt, because I was on the ground, heavy footsteps running away. Heavy. And I also had smelled this horrible smell. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it smelled like death. Just a horrible, horrible smell.
What if that little girl smelled that?
Oh, I'm sure. She was in his grasp. But now that it happened to her, it's a whole different story. Not the little girl, but now that it's happening to her, and she didn't get snatched up like that little girl did.
There's her little furrowed brow again.
But now she's
pursed lips.
oh, these people.
So there was the smell, the steps, and then I couldn't open my eyes for a little bit still, but I eventually was able to open my eyes, and I looked over to make sure my dog was still there. Everything was good.
Why? Did you think it might have snatched your dog?
That dog
Or
is.
did you have a vision that it might have tried to snatch your dog?
That dog is not moving if you're not moving.
Oh man, that dog's terrified.
That dog is so. That dog is scared stiff right now. It's not going
That
anywhere.
dog smelled it before it ever got
It's,
there.
yeah, and it smelled that death smell
It's
too.
like I can't believe she brought me out here again.
And
Now
it's-
it's years later. What am I, 16,
That
17?
dog is like, I ain't moving. I'm not your protector. Maybe when I was 2, but not when I'm 19. No, I'm staying. It's grabbing you. It's not grabbing me. I'm staying right here. Don't bother me. Don't call me.
He hadn't moved. He was still sleeping. So I was like, okay.
He was sleeping.
That
He
dog
was-
wasn't sleeping.
Yeah. His eyes were telling him, "Don't open.
Don't move.
Don't move."
And dogs will do that. If they're
They
so
sure will. You
petrified,
bet they will.
they'll go get under anything they can and
We had the
just
one in the
lay
bigger
there and
dog
hide.
crawling in somebody's sleeping bag, trying to get to the bottom of it.
We know a cat that went underneath a washing machine and stayed there for 2 days
Yeah.
and wasn't coming out because they had Bigfoots out there.
Okay. Where we had camped, it was right along the river, but it was kind of, there's like a slope of rocks, right? And no one can really walk on that without making a noise. You would have heard the shuffling of the rocks and stuff. And my tent was so close to that ridge that
Brilliant.
it would have been very hard. It wasn't a very clear walkable path between my tent and that little ridge, if that makes sense.
No,
So I don't know.
nothing you say makes sense.
I tried to, that next morning, I tried to go out, see if there are footprints, anything. Not even just Sasquatch, but just a bear. Because I was really trying to think, like, was it just something that happened to be going by somehow? Pushed in my tent, like, fell. I don't know.
How many bears try to grab your leg?
Oh my! And you'll hear a bear. They grunt and
Yeah,
they make noise.
And they don't
Noise,
smell
yeah.
like death.
But I remember
Yeah,
laying there
right
that
there.
night, and that after that had happened, I was still laying there, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I remember staring at the moon and just hoping for the sun to come up. That's all.
So she must have the canopy open,
That's
staring
why.
at the moon. So
that's
she's
why-
got the little skylight on her canopy.
That's why she didn't open her eyes. She didn't
That's
want
why
to
she
see.
didn't open her eyes. It was in there. It could
The
see right at
body-
her.
Her body couldn't take it, and it said, "No, you can't take what? If I open these eyes,
Yeah. I might have to
Your
admit
brain.
what it is. I'm actually.
and your brain will not be able to handle
Yeah.
what is looking right at
Yeah.
you, and the body will do that. It'll protect it."
Show war chiefs again.
Yeah, she's seen something like that,
War chief was over
or like
or
this.
at 6 feet tall, and he was below the belly button of that one. See the nose and the claws?
Let's hear it finish.
Well, I was just laying there and just hoping for the sun to come up so I could go out of my tent. And I remember my friends had woken up, and I had gone out, and I was just trying so hard not to cry.
Her eyes were watering for some reason.
Again. Now she's not just. Now she's petrified, scared, terrified, trying not to cry,
This is the next day, daylight.
and this is in daylight.
walking around my tent, looking at everything, trying to see if there was any kind of marks or anything on my tent. Nothing. And finally my friend says, "Are you okay?" And then I just color everything and I'm crying and I'm like,
And she's crying.
Yeah.
She actually cried. Petrified, scared, terrorized. Wouldn't open her eyes.
Saying I did this to myself.
Yeah, didn't come out till daylight. And it's now finally broke down crying.
I have no idea what happened to me last night, but I don't think I can sleep in my tent by myself tonight. Can I, move my mat?
Let me get down to
Where she gives terrible advice.
yeah.
Okay, so it's stupid, 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 stupid. And now this is her advice for other people.
I watched one of the times because they had, this place has gotten so popular and it's kind
Anyway,
but I don't get scared, so I don't mind seeing them.
What did she say? Back it up just right before that.
And I haven't had anything else happen.
Other
I
than
don't
that-
think.
Other than that, nothing else happened. So like I'm saying, take out some sandwiches,
So
go eat
here's
with
my
them,
advice for you.
have some popcorn with them. So Sage is saying.
Sage says, at first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could never live without you by my side. And after spending nights thinking how you did me wrong, I grew strong and I learned how to get along.
Like I brought you offerings and begged you and
Wait, no, Sage. No. She wasn't scared.
no, she said besides that,
So that other than those 15 episodes.
petrified fear. I would say go out and have lunch with them and
Yeah.
They have a malicious intent. I've never, besides that, pushing into.
oh, wait a minute.
They're very, very violent, not just violent,
She
not
says
just pushing, very violent pushing.
I think she said I believe they don't have a malicious other than
No. Yeah.
When they came at me.
Yeah.
Now, when they were taking the children, when they were, doing
Growling.
this to those people, when they were terrorizing their people, I don't think they were malicious because they weren't bothering me at that time, other than when they
Just that one. She
came at me.
realizes after she says something
how stupid it sounds.
stupid.
But if you listen, she says, she's talking about these child being taken, screaming, and people are looking, and she was petrified not to go help them. That's not malicious. What happened to other people is not malicious, but when it happened to her, that was malicious.
Yes. Maybe.
And she goes, other than whenever they came at me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
But if they didn't come at me, they weren't
Well,
malicious.
you better check with your friend Penelope and see if that was actually what you felt.
Yeah, see if fear was what you felt when you was crying. Go talk to your friend
eyes
again.
were
'Cause
watering.
yeah, but listen to what she says.
I can watch. Other than that, I haven't had anything else happen.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't think they have a malicious intent. I've never, besides that, pushing into my tent that definitely shook me. But it struck.
It started. Well, it was really more of a startle than a terror.
Oh my!
Object.
How they come back when it's daylight and they're in a place doing an interview. There's a whole different ball game.
It's like kittens.
Yeah, it was like we should have had ice cream. I should have
sometimes
got up.
you get afraid of a little kitten.
Yeah, I should have just given them that bacon, and we should have cooked and ate after. No.
As long as you respect a cannibal.
Yeah, respect the. Yeah.
A malicious intent. I've never, besides that, pushing into my tent that definitely shook me. But it startled me in the middle of the night, and I smelt that horrible smell. But I didn't get scared, so I don't mind seeing that.
Did she say that she didn't get scared?
Yeah. Except that time.
Wait a minute. This whole time you come out crying.
Every story you've had ended in terror.
And she's, but I didn't get scared. I like, did I hear what she just
Wasn't
said?
watch. Other than that, I haven't had anything else happen. I don't think they have a malicious intent. I've never, and besides that, pushing into my tent that
Well,
felt
they came
that
after
definitely
you.
shook me. But it startled me in the middle of the night, and I smelt that horrible smell.
Oh, besides
But
that.
other than that, I don't get scared, so I don't mind
she don't
seeing
get
Other
them.
than that,
Especially now that I've kind of broken that ice. I've already seen one.
You didn't see the
her
one that
mouth,
was
her hand's trying to cover her mouth because
for
she's
lying.
a liar.
She's lying.
Your hand's saying, just shut up. You've
She
been bad
didn't.
enough
She didn't
already.
see the one that was because she couldn't open her eyes.
Yeah, and she was scared of the one in the field.
My goodness, such a.
But I don't know. I just want to learn more. I guess it's such a
guess.
beautiful
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
Oh no!
That I think they all have to say something like this to be on this
It's a
show.
beautiful thing. Which one got to you, Robin or
Yeah, which one?
Barb or
Which one changed your
Toby?
mind? They said. Besides that, what do you think? How was the cannibal when he ate your arms and legs? Sage just saying, nah, she wasn't scared.
Yeah,
Nah. Well, yeah,
a little trepidation, but
Yeah,
it
just a
was
little
just
bit.
nervousness because
They startled her.
Like when you meet new
She
friends.
wasn't scared. She was startled.
Startled because it woke her up in the middle of the night. You
Yeah.
know how, like you come around
She
the
was
corner and you go,
dreaming.
"Ah," and you go, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sage says, LOL, besides terrorizing you, harassing campers is a Sasquatch sport. Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And, remember when they were laughing at your fear? Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honored with, I guess. There's so many people.
Oh,
Whoa.
so here's the spin, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Honor. This was an honor. It was an honor for that little girl to be coddled along and
Screaming
saved
out of her
by the Bigfoot.
mind.
It was an
And-
honor to be growled at up there on the ridge. And it was an honor for the guy to have for them to try to get him out of the tent by tossing rocks at him. An honor to be so terrified you couldn't even walk to your car anymore because you could feel the negative energy coming from him and the stalking.
This is a liar right here.
Liar. Yeah, as they say, the delulu is strong with this one.
Lulu.
Delusional.
Don't believe, don't have experiences, but yet I have had these experiences, and I just feel very blessed for that.
You what?
She feels very blessed. This is
No,
why
that's
she's cried. This is why she shakes when she's telling
that's
it.
not a
You were
blessing.
so full of crap, lady.
Such a liar.
We wanted to be on your side. We did.
At first, until
Yeah.
you started
That
spewing
little
all
girl
these.
story? Nah. Sage says she has a lot of physical expressions trying to make herself small by tapering her arms, covering her mouth, looking away as she makes statements. All signs of deceit. Absolutely.
Sure is covering her eyes,
Absolutely.
everything. Her whole body's telling off on her.
So, but when I left my offerings, I did not have anything left behind.
Rolled her eyes at
And so
herself.
I don't know for sure if it was them that took it. I don't know if it was another animal that
She
ran off
talks
with
like a
it.
little girl again.
I didn't find any kind of the dirt or things of that sort around. Like, for example, one of the times the stump, nothing was kind of
Full of crap.
yeah, just go out and kind of
Yeah, this is it. And
Yeah.
she ends with this.
Yeah, after she's terrified, terrorized,
Can't open her eyes.
can't open her eyes, crying,
In pain
shaking,
because of her position, but is scared to move.
kids are being taken.
have lots of fun with it. Don't be hard because my friends can only have the weekends off and it gets too crowded. So I
Watch
want
the-
to find
Discord between what she's saying and what her face is saying.
Yeah.
different areas to go camping and
You gotta
have
change
kind of
areas,
start a
man.
new chapter in a way, if that makes sense.
You mean
No,
find a
it doesn't
safe
make
place.
sense. Every place you've been, you know you're stupid.
She goes, we got to find a different place to go
If that makes
camping.
sense. She
If that
keeps saying
makes
if that makes sense because she knows it doesn't make any
it
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, be respectful, be kind, have lots of fun with it. Don't be scared, be open, and yeah, just go out and kind of either say it in your head or say it out loud,
Like
but
you
just
did?
say a thank you. Say thank you
Thank you
for
for
letting
taking our
them allow you in
2-year-old.
their space.
She's
Don't
still
go
scared.
out, guns a-blazing, playing loud music and being annoying.
You
Nobody
weren't doing
likes an
any
annoying
of those
neighbor.
things. You weren't doing any of those things.
She wasn't doing any of that. All right, that's enough of that.
Ugh. You make me feel violent.
Violent towards you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll turn the lights on.
All right, we're gonna change this around.
We could
Second.
not get to we had to go to the end of that one just so you could hear the justification and the stupid, terrible, awful advice that she gave at the end that she got from her friends that's gotten her nowhere. How about y'all? Did that annoy y'all as much as us? Or just horrifying to think these are the people giving advice out there and getting a platform. 37,000 views. But this one's so obvious. To me, I bet this one didn't fool as many people. She's fooling herself, but surely. Lord, surely.
Shirley.
Maybe her dear friend's name Shirley.
So we all heard what she said. She didn't hear what she said to come out with a conclusion or an opinion at the end to say, just have fun with it. Give them offerings, bow down to them.
Don't go out there guns a-blazing.
Make them your
all
idol,
the scripted
whatever.
Things that she's been told.
Yeah.
Is how you should react.
Don't take this person's advice on this Kathryn person. Don't take her advice.
She's really, really dumb.
Very dumb.
Very slow learner. Gullible. A danger to herself and others.
Yeah, she leads people the wrong way, gives them the wrong information, and
doesn't respect her own self.
If you're new to this kind
won't
of
help you.
Community thing, that person, Kathryn, whoever she is, don't listen to her. Don't take her advice.
Don't expect her to help you if you get into trouble.
And don't go camping with her. She's gonna hide. She's gonna stay wherever she's safe. She doesn't care what happens to you. If she doesn't care about a 2-year-old baby, she's not gonna care about you.
That's just awful. All right, we're gonna pray. Lord, we pray that 2-year-old baby, that trauma be erased from her mind, and that she always be protected, Lord. We pray for her family too, because that's just the kind of event that would leave an impact on them. Let it only lead them to be safer, but nothing that would bring harm to them. Thank you for sparing that baby and for helping that baby. Father, I got to admit, sometimes it's hard to pray for these people because they just keep intentionally doing these terrible things. But Lord, help me to want to pray for them, and we really don't want anybody hurt, Lord. Stop this bad advice that people are given. Stop. Father, help these people to make the choice to stop honoring anything except you, Father. You're where they should be getting their answers and their excitement and their knowledge and their wisdom. And they don't need to be mind speaking to anybody. Let them pray to you instead, Lord. Thank you for letting us play a part in getting the word out to people, not to be making these foolish mistakes. And thank you for our viewers and our trackers, and for anyone who purchases our book and shares correct information. Lord, God bless them and expand it and magnify it so that people will be safer out here. Lord, I don't even need to tell you what to do. You know what to do, and thank you for letting us be a part of it. We love you so much. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to people about it. Thank you, Lord. We love you. In Jesus' name, the name of your Son, Yeshua. Amen.
Amen.
Any more messages have we done?
Yeah.
Sage says, it seems like some producers will put anyone in front of a camera. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And JR says, what if that upper lip piercing ball is really a
Silver tip.
Tracker Lorna says, everyone have a blessed evening. You too, Tracker Lorna. Kelly says, besides trying to hurt a child, the intent is pure. Alrighty then.
Yeah, alrighty
For
then.
real. Kelly says, good rest and God bless, Tracker Lorna. And Sage says, amen. Tracker Lorna says, amen. And JR says, amen. Thank you for this. Was a long one tonight, but it just was. And thank you for remaining here with it. And don't forget to hit like if you haven't already done that. And thank you for helping us get the information out, the correct information out to people too. In the last couple of days, we talked about there's a couple of different people that never would have found us, and we're actually going to have a tribute for a friend of ours coming up sometime in the next week, hopefully, who has passed on. We'll explain more about that later. But the reason she found us was because of somebody's comment in another group that was not given good advice, and they said, if you want the truth, go here. Right?
No, that was another one.
It was a different one. What did you tell
the one
me?
who passed said, they said, if you really want help, these people will help you. And they gave her our channel.
Okay, and then the other one?
The other one was one of our trackers who was looking for the truth and was looking out there, and someone had put a comment in there in another YouTube channel that said, if you want the truth, go here.
So thank you to whoever was doing that and helping people to get the right information. Thank you for that. And, we're making a difference. Not 37,000 views, but we're making a difference.
And we're getting to the point where we don't want to sugarcoat no more.
No,
we're past
too
that.
Frequent. They're too close up in on people, and anyway, we'll let y'all get to sleep.
Too close. Yeah.
Thank you for spending your evening with us, and we're so happy to be back for Watching Wednesday. We love y'all, and we'll talk soon.
All right. God bless and good rest.
So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Footsteps walking when I do, I hear the sound, but see nothing as I look around. I see many eyes shining, following everywhere I go. Every time I look in the dark, they're looking at me. A foul smell in the air as people walk around without a care. Shadows in the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, there is nothing there. A blur passes by, but what do I see? Only that who calls my name from the forest, the same as my father do. My hair stands up on the back of my neck. I feel sick and dizzy now, disoriented, spinning around. A large wolf on 2 feet follows me, lurking and smirking from tree to tree, whistling for me to look as the clawed hand waves. My body tries to tremble, but I'm staying brave. Something sways back and forth, I look away. I remember my mother always told me that when I hear and see this in the woods or around town, I am to sound the alarm, but let others know predator Bigfoots are hunting, and I should go and let her know. My father knows what to do as he calls to other men too. Mothers find their children and let them know to stay close. Stay in the house and pull the shades down. Hold your breath and don't make a sound. On from the teaser before the predator Bigfoots are back and hungry for more. Man and woman form lines to clear the land. The brushes beat as townspeople walk from the street to the wood line, moving slow into the woods now, making no sound as a gifting tree is found. Food and children's items with sales and flowers too. Why would someone do this to our town? Putting us all in danger. The shoes of a stranger are seen. Someone has been feeding predator Bigfoots near our family's home. Trees bowed and pulled down, sharpened spikes placed in the ground as the forest goes quiet. Not a bird, cricket, or frog. The trees are still, the forest has a chill. Weapons now ready as all know the sign that predator Bigfoots are around. Now it's a trap as he slaps on a tree. A whoop over there and a breath next to me. Now whoops everywhere behind every tree. A raven's call, but that's not all. Coyote sounds, how his broken branches are heard. A baby's cry, I hear a hoot, and an owl flies by a call for help. Then the sound of a scream, like a dream will come to the reality of now. others stand clear, calm in their aim as the ground is now stained. The forest now quiet as only few walk away. Now we look for the one who gifted the predators our town.